Oh my god, we're back already. Good gravy. That is a world record, I'm pretty sure. I'm like 90% sure that's a world record. Also, I'm 90% sure I know why it happened this time at the very least. I didn't have Minecraft started as of yet. And so I feel like maybe it started. Maybe it's starting up, which normally I have it started in advance of stream, was just too much for my poor CPU. Because every time I start Minecraft, it instantly like kicks my CPU into 99% in use, and I'm like, oh goody. So maybe that's one of these, you know, maybe that's one of these. But we're back. We're back. My weekend was fun, making new friends in VR, played Cards Against Humanity with my current VR friends, had a nice walk with the dog, and I was just, oh yeah, that's pretty fun, Tiger. That sounds like a pretty good weekend then. This is pretty pogue. That sounds pretty pogue indeed. Oh my good gracious. Do you think that you're gonna export that 12-second VOD? No, I do not. Do you think that's worth saving? No, I do not. Oh my god. Well, welcome to my Scuff stream. I hope you all are doing quite well, you know. I hope life is treating you well. I hope you understand that Jeb has amazing hair. That's very important to me that you understand that, you see. That's very important to me that you understand that. Oh my god. The chatters, it is, I don't even understand anymore. I mean, like, I know it's gotta be a CPU issue, but like, really, we were like less than 6 minutes into stream. It was devastating. But all the content that we're gonna lose, I'll tell you. Yeah, my mentioning my desire for rotisserie chicken is truly such good content. It is a travesty, nigh on a historical loss. That yeah, exactly, historical loss that we do not have that clip anymore. But alas, I wiped it from the internet, just like I've wiped it from all of your minds. See? Boom, it's gone. You don't even remember being here. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I sound loony. Oh my good gracious. I recently learned about integrated graphics card. My laptop technically has 2 graphics cards. I had to tell it to use the good one for heavy use programs. Might be worth checking out for yourself. Well, it might be, but it's not really, like, it's certainly not a graphics card issue. I think it's just genuinely like a CPU issue. I think that's where the issue therein lies, but regardless, I think in general it's just getting to a point where like I've put this computer through its paces and it should probably I should eventually be upgrading, and I'm kind of looking to do that now. It's just been, you know, expensive to do so. So I've been saving my money. So that I can then I'm hoping for like good Boxing Day sales. I'm hoping for some solid sales right after a Christmas, you know. But anyway, chatters, we have a lot to do today. We have like a good amount to do today in this here fair city. I've decided that, you know, just as I had said, for any of who have read the monthly newspaper, I have decided that in giving my response, they are correct. I do need to work on the city defenses. This is so true. You know. And you know, I've worked on the inner sanctum defenses, the defenses that matter most. I mean, to me, the ones that could, you know, it's the classic defenses that civilians could go into those walls if they needed in a time of crisis, you know. But I thought, you know, it might be worth it to actually expand upon the outer walls that we had laid the original foundations for forever ago. But to do so, we're gonna need to do. I had worked out a design I like for what I want the outside of those walls to kind of look like now. But importantly, I kind of need to shift some things around, you know? Oh man. I have a very normal Christmas list of 2 t-shirts and a VR headset because my mom bullied me into adding something besides 2 t-shirts, so I went for the most expensive thing. Why did you have to be bullied? I mean, that's kind of funny that you're like, I had to be bullied. I mean, I don't know, like, I would ask for 3 t-shirts if I were you. You know, just really triple down on like, you need something more than 2 t-shirts. All right, 3. Just triple down, and then be like, and I want them from Dollar Tree. I want the dollar store. I want you to go to Kmart. I want you to go. I want you to go to and get just the most prepackaged white t-shirt you can find. It's just made of like nothing but paper, like thin tissue paper. But yeah. CPU and GPU are different, but I fixed what looked like a CPU issue by recording by switching to graphics card and setting. So I figured it's worth mentioning. No, I mean it's totally fair. Like don't get me wrong. I'm not belittling what you mentioned because it's a totally logical conclusion. I just also think. I mean I will re look at it, but I'm pretty sure it's a an issue of that. But yeah, CPU. I enjoy imagining Naps and how he speaks and moves and gesticulates when he talks, but I regularly forget that he needs his hands to play Minecraft, so probably wouldn't move his hands around as much as I'm picturing him doing. I mean, you also gotta realize, anytime I'm running like this, my hand is not on my mouse, and also, if you ever see, like, me stop like this, chatting to you, chatters, and we're not, like, turned around like this, and me doing this, and this, that is me gesticulating. That is me using my hands just immensely. And you gotta, I talk a little too much with my hands. I have been told. My middle school dance. Oh, that did not go well. I may or may not have hit an individual I should not have in the face accidentally. And they did not see the comedy in it. I did. I saw great comedy in that moment. In that moment, boy howdy, did I find myself just ingrained in comedy. I was, I taught Carrot Top everything he knows, so what an obscure comedian to choose. I don't know why he came to mind. But anyway, the point being, I do tend to, Nappy as a hand talker is a valid statement. It's a valid statement indeed. Snap it a VR just to see him gesticulate. I occasionally do consider. I've been like considering for a long time getting a what you calls it, stream VR stream thing person, VTuber. That's what I was thinking of. Good gracious, that took a hot second to come out. That was, oh my god. But anyway, I need to, at first, I want to move this over, because, like, as you can see, I came out here and quickly measured, and I need a space of 4 in between, and in between each one of these. And I don't quite have that, because then I get all the way over here, and I only have 3, and I hate that. So, the plan is we're gonna quickly tear this down, not entirely down, but just like we're gonna move this over 1, and so that's gonna be part of the plan. All right, that's gonna be a big part of the plan actually. Is we're gonna move this over a 1. So this is currently a wall of 19 in between these two. It's gonna become 18, and I hope that's gonna be fine for a gate I need to make in future. I'm sure that'll never go wrong. I'm just sure it'll never go wrong. How could it? How could this go wrong? It can't. It can't go wrong. That's the answer. You see, that's the answer. Speaking of, I should probably measure this while I'm at it. 1 and then 1, 2, 3, 4. But yeah. Anyway, chatters, I do hope that you had a very PogChamp weekend. Which is such a classic phrase, the classic Napoleon phrase, PogChamp weekend, everybody does that, right? Everybody has PogChamp weekends. That's how we describe our weekends now. We're all just Twitch streamers at this point in our lives. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. This could present an issue. 1 second, chat. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, that like at least could technically hold it, but I would rather it have an extra bit. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's not dirt. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I see. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know how I quite feel about this, you see. All I know is that you, wait, I'm sorry. What? All I know is that you have to tell your mom you want 2 shirts and she totally get you V2. Oh my god. So true, King. My current hyperfixations are VTubers, VR, and VR chat. So if you ever want to persuade it to be a VTuber, I mean, understandably. I don't know. I feel like I might want to do that at some point, because it's not like I see myself face revealing anytime soon. And even if I did, I just still feel like it's very not me to be like on camera in my mind. So yeah, I don't know. It's an awkward situation where she's like, ask for something big, and maybe the family either it's 100% confirmation of it's not happening. Little dull that I ask for it. Again, 2 shirts and VR. I mean, understandable. Before stream crashed, I redeemed a hydrate. Did you see it? Yes, I redeemed it. I gave a little sippy sip. I thought I redeemed that. Getting Nap to 10,000 subscribers tomorrow for that face reveal. Well, I mean, the face reveal is 100,000 on YouTube. It is not 10,000. It's 100. That's not exactly happening anytime soon. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this could be resolved if I Baba, and then what if I buoy? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. It's not what I needed. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not gonna Baba buoy it correctly. That's just gonna be a hooey wooey, you know? That's not what I need. That's not what I need right now in life. And I do like having this tower randomly here. What's the least destructive way to go about this? I suppose the least destructive would be just to bring this in one. Bop, 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 bop. Which is not what I wanted, but you know, it's workable. It's at the very least workable this way. And and if I were a rich man, if I were a wealthy man. All right, perfect. Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh my God! Why? Hi, Goblin. How are you today? Also, yo, Crisis out there. Ads are wicked. Oh my God. What's the word of the year? Oh, I didn't even say. Yeah, do you guys know the word of the year? Do you guys know the word of the genuine word of the year? This is no holds bar, not a joke. You're correct, MJ. It is goblin mode. The word of the year is goblin mode. It's been added to... It was just added to the Oxford English Dictionary, and it is goblin mode, and that is my favorite thing in the world. I adore that it is goblin. That is just hilarious. That's... Pardon? The Oxford English Dictionary added the word goblin mode as the word of the year. I'll admit, I don't think I've heard anybody say I'm going goblin mode, but like, I guess it works. Sure, why not, you know? Vote it. I feel like they're pulling stuff out of nowhere. I mean, it's just whatever's apparently like socially relevant kind of thing. 2020 had no word. 2021 vaccination was the word, or vaxxed or something like that. Anyway, it wasn't vaccination. It was like vaxxed or something like that, like a slang term for it. And then like 2019 was literally just an emoji. I think it was the laughing crying emoji. Which how that's a word beats me. More relevant than goblin mode. I mean, goblin mode's pretty relevant. Don't you feel like you're going goblin mode all the time? Shadows, are you telling me goblin mode is not how you feel? You personally don't associate deeply and morally with the term goblin mode? Is that what I'm to be understanding right now? Is that my takeaway from this conversation? You don't feel goblin mode. Because believe me when I tell you that you know, you are very much goblin mode, chat. You are goblin mode. Don't lie to yourselves. I think my senior is Gremlin's gonna Gremmy. Or gonna Gremel. Oh my God. I don't know why I read that as Gremmy the first time. I don't know why I read that as like it's Gremmy the rat from Ratatouille, but like, oh my God. What's vaccination? I mean, vaccination is like a needle. like getting like the vaccine for like COVID, or like a flu vax or something like that, you know? Grammy from Ratatouille. Yeah, you know, it's like Remy from Ratatouille, but it's Grammy. I changed the start of his name. I added a G to give it a G sound, you know? Like a GIF. Because it's a GIF, because it's graphics. I don't care what the guy said. It's graphics. It's there for, like, that's just not how acronyms work. I need to find Remy but a goblin. I mean, he's pretty close to goblin. I mean, is it not very goblin mode to like break into an old lady's house while she's passed out on a couch, steal a bunch of her food, have her shoot a shotgun at you as you then run away into the sewers with your rat family, and then you get lost and start your own French bistro where you just control a human by gribbit-a-lobbing his little hairs, and that's just how you control him like a puppet? Is that not goblin mode to you? This seems very goblin mode to me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna pussyfoot around it. I think it's pretty goblin mode. And that is a real word, by the way. The last word I said. That's not an expletive. That is a real word. But MJ spelled it vaccination. I thought it was another site or something. I don't know this, like, you're not with the times. You're like, what do you mean? You are the times. What does you mean? Wait, chatters, you can't tell me you're not with the times. You guys are the times. The people who decide these things are you. Where do you think slang comes from? Oh yeah, there's just some boomer pumping out the slang right now. They're just like, you know what the kids say? And they just decide for you. Uh-huh. That's how that works out, right? That's how that works? It must be. It simply it must be. How big? So if I made this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I would like it to stay an odd number. Bop 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 bop. Also, hello Dragon Court, and hello Pink, and hello Gombar, and hello Crisis. I feel like I didn't actually say hello. I didn't greet you, which is terribly rude of me, and I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. I lost my sense of sensibility, you know? I lost my southern sensibilities. I don't even know what accent that is. It's not southern, I'll tell you that much. I don't know what it is, but it's not that. Oh my gosh. Listening on a home ride. Wait, I'm sorry. Wait, huh? Listening on the ride home. We'll talk more when I get home. It's nice and rainy. Yo, and Ratatouille. I know, right? Search for Remy the Ratatouille, but Goblin. I regret it. Oh, I mean, understandably. I don't decide any of this. Yes, you do! Favorite movies. I love that movie so much. I mean, Ratatouille's a beautiful movie. At this point should be considered something akin to their own language. I mean, technically they are. We're currently entering in, it's actually fascinating. We're entering in a period where emojis are being brought into contract law, because there's such a thing, Chad, as like a verbal contract or sense of understanding, and that's like, you know, if you talk with somebody, or even if you get it in kind of writing where it's like a bit of an agreement, and so it's determining if an emoji of like a thumbs up or like a smiling face in response to something counts as an affirmation, like, yes, I agree, and if so, like it's determining, like, yeah, does this have legally binding capabilities if you send the emoji instead of writing yes? You know what I mean? So I say fascinating, like, it really is, because it's determining law, but like, I understand it's very boring, but also, Chad, it's cool. You can't, if you don't think that's cool, then I mean, L to you, you know? I think it's wicked. I think it's awesome. I think it's tubular, man. I think it's straight biz nasty, you know? I think it's glorious, you know? I think I'm running out of words. It makes me ecstatic, I guess. Like L plus ratio. I mean, L plus ratio is just, you know, they've been saying that since like Queen Elizabeth I, man. She rode out on them Spanishes people in their galleons. She was like to them Spaniards, and she was like L plus ratio, man. And he's like, no, that's what I thought you'd say. Jeez. And then he was defeated. He was that single-handedly defeated the Spanish Armada. I'm not gonna lie. And if anybody tells you otherwise, they're liars. They're liars and frauds. The lot of them. There's so many images of Remy making lingui. Oh! It's not even funny. I mean, you know, that tracks. I mean, it's the same as, what's that, like, Garfield? Like, Garfield entered the public domain, and then that Reddit just, like, popped off. That was, like, all about that specific thing. Like, it's like, I'm sorry, John. It's a wacky little thing. It's a peculiar little thing, you know that? Alrighty, chattards. Alrighty. I'm gonna build a little thing out here, you know. I'm gonna build a little chest. Yeah. Well, that's a crafting table, but still, it's gonna become a chest, you know. Watch this. You've never seen moves like this before, chatters. You've never seen moves like that. Boom, and wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Boom. Huge chest. Yeah, that's right. I know you've never seen something this exquisite, I'm sure. Good God. All right, so we're gonna need a little bit of that. We're gonna need some cobble. I'm gonna leave these here as well, and then I'm gonna go gather some resources because we're gonna need resources for this build. It's fairly important. Hot diggity dog. I know. Please do not search up. I mean, yeah, I wasn't. Crisis, it sounds like you're having a crisis of this. In fact, you might even be in peril over it. I'm so funny. I am so humorous. I am comedy, you know? Some people are like, if you got it, you got it. Oh, I got it. I invented it. My God. Truly, you should all be in awe of my genuine, just raw comedic talents. Good God. But anyway, yeah, I just thought it was interesting that like the Oxford Dictionary was like goblin mode. That's what we're going with. We, Oxford, a university founded in like 800, like the year 800. We are the deciders, and we say goblin mode. Oh yeah. That's gonna be the word of 2022. The year 2022, the word of that year, goblin mode. Do you think, like, just try to fathom explaining that to, like, I don't know, somebody in the year 800. You know what I mean? Like, It's not hubris if it's true. Hubris is believing in it and it's not true, though. That's totally different. This is just the truth. This is just valid thought. Very different things. There's no reason to jump scare that, man. Come on! You're being unreasonable. Yeah, we'll take 2, and then we'll leave that and that and that, and we'll leave that. And hey, Jesus Christ! Come on! What did I just say? I just said it was valid. You didn't need to do that. It's not hubris. Just for that, I'm taking a drink of my little drink. How dare you? How dare you? That's just mean, man. It's just mean. Oh my God. I disagree. Well, disagree all you want. L plus ratio. I'm still right. Oh my God. Yeah, that's right. I've learned no lesson. Oh my good gracious. Oh, speaking of, how are y'all doing? A number of you were like pretty sick last week, or at the very least feeling pretty sick. So I do hope that you guys recovered all right. I hope all's well now, you know. I hope you're not feeling the big sick anymore, you know. It'd be a real shame if you were. I'd feel a little bad about it. So I hope, you know, health has returned to ye. Claiming I am comedy is hubris? How? Are you saying I'm not comedy? You're saying this is a lie? Because I'm pretty sure I am comedy. Like, you look at the scoreboard. You look at the scoreboard. I'm pretty sure I got some pretty good comedic moments up there, you know? I'm pretty sure people look at that and go, oh yeah, it's pretty funny. He's not wrong. They go, ah, gee whiz. He's, you know what, boss? He's got us there. He is, in fact, kind of hilarious. And I go, yeah, see? Yeah, you thought you wouldn't, you thought you wouldn't agree. And they're like, yeah, you know, he's got us there, boss. We thought we wouldn't agree. Turns out we was wrong. And I go, yeah. Maybe now you'll reconsider. And they go, yeah, you know what, we will. Napoleon, you're right. You've showed us the right way. You've pointed out the star in the sky. We're gonna head on, make our way on over to Nazareth, and you know, thanks so much. And I go, no problem, you know. Everybody makes mistakes. And they say, of course, mi culpa. And I go, yes, of course. Be on your way. And then they take their myrrh and the wait, that's a different story. That's okay. At this point, maybe I'm comparing myself to Jesus a little too much. Maybe it's a little heavy-handed. You know? I mean, that's what a lot of European countries do. Almost all of Africa. Elbows ratio, you're different. We're gonna yoink your resources because we ran out. Well, couldn't have bad consequences in the future. I mean, evidently, it's yet to truly have that bad of a consequence on a lot of the people who enacted it, you know? Because most of them are, well, dead. So like, I'm not saying they're right, but you know, they did kind of get away with it too, because there were not that many meddling kids. It's a real shame, actually. It's caused a lot of problems. Oh, man. I am hoping that we can get to a better place with that kind of stuff. I'm not saying I know how. I'm just saying I hope we do. I think I'm over my bout of the flu. That's good. I was pretty sure you were one of the ones with the flu. I think Tyler also said he had the flu. I wasn't especially sick to begin with, but yeah, well, that's good. How much comparing yourself to Jesus is bad? Well, how much comparing yourself to, I don't know how much. I don't know how much, like I don't know if there is a limit, to be honest. I don't know if there's like a set number, like do it 15 times and then you got to give me 15 Hail Marys. Like I don't know how that transaction works. Yo, Caleb, hello, bonjour, mon ami. Hope you're doing well. I hope life is treating you well. I hope you've been able to make it to a Christmas market. I am deeply jealous. Namely, just because I have a friend who continuously just shows me different European Christmas markets they've been to and or have been to in the past and are going to go again this year. And when I tell you I foam at the mouth a little, I mean it in a very mean way. Like, I am mad. I am fuming. So it's not the best. Yo, Tutu, what's going on, dude? Hello. Hey, it's Steve. What's going on? I gotta go run for 2 hours. See you later if you're still streaming. See you, Steve. Hope you do well, and hope you have fun shopping. How you doing? Man, I'm doing great, Caleb. I can't complain. I mean, minus the whole Christmas stuff, namely because, like, I really just, like, the markets just look so nice. I saw one that's, like, in Yorkshire or whatever it's called, like, just some little UK village. Looks adorable. And then I saw one that was like Prague, and I was like, oh my god, I want to be there. I want to go to these places. Hey, Clavies, dude, what's up, man? Long time no see. How do? Foam at the mouth, and Nap has rabies. Always have. So true. And that's why I'm built different. I'm immune. I've had it for my whole life, and I've just never died. Worcestershire? Yeah, Worcestershire. No, it's Worcestershire. It's got 2 shires. I've decided now. Is Worcestershire a real place? There's no way that's a real place. I know there's the sauce, but there's no way that's a real place. Hey, Casita 301, thank you so much for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. I thought I got confused and took a wrong turn listening to Elbows Ratio Gremlin mode. I didn't. Oh, absolutely not. What do you mean? But oh my good gracious. The Secret Market are decent, I guess. I mean, I think they're pretty cute. I think they're real cute. I like, they just make me want to go there, have some apple cider, you know, live La Vida Loca. I think it would be adorable. Of the like little, like, you know, of the no, not Yorkshire. Worcestershire. No, it's a sauce. It's not a place. There's no way that's a real place. It's spelled wrong, but I don't know how to spell. No, it's the Battle of Yorktown. Sorry, I saw the word Yorktown. Oh my God, I need help. That should not inspire such instant reaction as it does. That is hard coded at this point. That is not good. That is somebody called 911 or something, man. Pay too much money for an apple. You what? You bought an apple? What do you mean? You just like went and slapped down like a franc and were just like, hey, give me your favorite Granny Smith. Do they got Granny Smith over there? I presume that's just like globally available, but I'm now realizing there may be. Are the apples? Wait, is fruit different in Europe? No, that's a stupid question. I apologize. That was probably a ridiculous question on my part. I'm a fess up to that. That might have been a silly little question. I might have just done a silly little thing there. It's probably all the same. I don't know why I would think it would be that different. 1781. Anyway, Gal out of it. No, we don't have fruits. What do you mean you don't have fruits? Wait, what do you mean by that? You don't have, what does that mean? Elaborate. We only eat bread and croissant. You know what? Valid, king. Good for you guys. That's the way to do it, man. That's the way to live your life. Live your dream, Bobby Goyle. You know? It just seems right. There we go. I got another one of them bad boys. All right. Who doesn't have rights? Our fruits has legs and works at a factory. They don't have rights and we don't pay them. What? Our fruits are named Edward. What do you mean? Why would we name them? I'm so confused. Nightbot, you're not allowed to agree. Stop it. Oh my good gracious. You know what I will say though? Like, okay, so I love the, don't get me wrong, I do like the Christmas markets. I'm a big fan. I like them where I live too. It's pretty nice, you know. They set them up in the park and stuff like that, and you can go and there's lots of like little rides you can do and like little sleighs and stuff like that for when the snow's down. But like, real talk, to any of you in customer service coming up for like, you know, for the holidays, rip, man. Rest in pepperoni. I am so sorry. This is gonna be the worst. It's gonna be awful. Not to give you a downer mood, but oh boy, just because like I remember, like, well, anytime I was like working customer service and working the floor during Christmas was literally just the worst. It was just always so awful for some reason, you know. It was just genuinely never a good time. It was in fact never cash money. And that's really the takeaway, I think. I think the real takeaway here is that it was not cash money, and therefore it will make you cry. Maybe. I mean, in fairness, I guess some people can be nice, because some people have the holiday spirit, and they're all like, yeah. And then others, not so much. Others will, in fact, try to hit you with scalding coffee or hot chocolate, and you know, it's not nice. You know, it's smile. With the hallway, yeah, that too, yeah. So it's like there's issues with it. Oh man, I remember like when I worked at a I worked at an unnamed electronics store that really enjoys the color blue, and we didn't have certain games certain years, like we just didn't have games that they wanted. They were like, games, no games, absolutely no games, but unlimited games. And I was like, I'm sorry, we have no games, but we have games as well. We have games, unlimited games, but not that game. And they were not having it. They were a little unhappy with that as a decision on my part. You see, I was the CEO of the company, clearly, and so I made the stocking choices, and everything was in fact my mistake and fault. I should be ashamed that I made their child sob on Christmas morning. I, in fact, personally. These people, they would talk to you and you go, yes, you're so right, King. I personally am gonna go and just absolutely rock 'em, sock 'em, little Timmy's robot. Like, I'm just gonna wail on the poor guy. I'm gonna rub it in, actually. Oh my god. Oh yeah, not the first on the left. Oh my god. Also, yo, everyone out too. I heard the fruit salad was near. Oh my god. Oh, is that? Oh, that's what. Oh, I get it now. I was very confused. You know, that's on me. That's, I did not put 2 and 2 together. That's on me. Oh man. Whenever I hear stories about retail, I always hope they're exaggerated, but no, humans are just terrible. Humanity isn't terrible. There's individuals who suck. That's the difference. I don't personally believe humanity is terrible. I think humanity, writ large, is pretty good. And I think there's problem people who then like, you don't remember like, you have 90 great interactions, or even just not bad interactions. You don't remember a single one after that day if you have a bad interaction. You will always remember the bad way more than you'll remember the decent or good. You know what I mean? So we have a bias in that way. They have the audacity to come to you sending the back of the line. Oh my god. Not Timothy. What are you doing to Timothy Chalamet? You leave him alone. You leave him alone, Caleb. He just wants to go see Santa. A poor little lad. Poor little guy just wants to see Santa, and you're just out here trying to ruin his day. Personally, speak on a proud of you, spoil a little, cry for not getting what it wants. Oh my god. Chatters. Chatters. Oh my god. Have you met me? No, but I would assume you would be an example of why it's not bad. Humans are physically wired to remember the bad so that they can avoid danger in the future. Yeah, see, exactly. So, like, we always remember the bad. And because of that, it's a bias. And, like, you know, I genuinely am of the opinion and believe that, like, the majority of people are great, man. You can meet all sorts of really cool people. I meet all sorts of really cool people all the time, dude. They're great. It's awesome. Like, people can do these wild and crazy little things and just be like, people are so fun. I was thinking about this earlier today, actually, because, like, you know, when you just like doom scroll on TikTok for 7 hours instead of actually doing any of the work that you were meant to do, and you skip class. I mean, what? Anyway, so but anyway, I was doom scrolling earlier on TikTok, and while doing so, I was I just kept coming across these like little lives and stuff like that, and it was just people like doing these silly little things. Like, one was like painting eggs, one was playing like this big Mongolian pan thing. I think it's Mongolian is what the thing said. But anyway, and like, they're just doing all these like little things, and I'm like, man, it's so cool, man. It's so cool. There's all these like little things. I stand by the statement that we should have a year compulsory service. You know what? I can agree with that. One person laugh. I mean, that's actually a really noble goal. I'm not even gonna lie, Edward. That's a really cute goal. Yo, Dad, what's going on, dude? I lose my mind. Why are people so awful? Humans, I cannot do this today. Wow, you came in at like just a wild moment. There was like a lot of serendipity to that. You know that? There was like a lot more serendipity than I thought there would
It's
be.
my birthday, so I want to remind you that I pay your salary.
Yo, well, one other one thing. Thank you so much for the resub, and specifically in 13 months. And the second thing, nobody's full. Happy birthday, dude. That song is DMCA. Nah, happy birthday, dude. I hope you're doing well. Chatters, get the 07s. Give the man a happy birthday. It's the law. Yeah. Oh my god. Dude, I hope you have a good birthday. I hope it's a fun one. I hope you get to do at least what you were looking to do today and are not impeded by any individuals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's 11 now. Where is this? He's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I'll need to bring it in 2 more on this side. This is 11, 12, 13. There we go. And that's how big I gotta make it. Okay, perfect. None of you are doing 07. I know, right? Devastating news, technically. I think technically the only lyric of Happy Birthday got copyrighted. Nah, the whole thing. Every last birthday ever got copyrighted. I don't doubt it. It's capitalism. Good gravy. I said my bit before, Nap said that. Huh? Oh, yeah, that too. Oh, that means salute. Yeah, it does. 07. It's like a little guy. He's saluting. 07's in chats, like salute. I come from a simpler emojis time. Well, evidently not, because I'm pretty sure that is, what were they called? They were called emoticons originally. They were not oh, it's not an emoji, it's an emoticon, which is such a, you know what a more classy term. We should go back, bring back the old days, bring back emoticons. Why not? And while you're at it, bring back what's the company called? Motorola. Yeah, bring them all back. Why not? Yo, Lucy Allens, thank you so much for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Oh man, nobody's full. Speaking of, I hope you're not still sick. I believe you. I could be totally wrong on this. I believe you were sick last week, so I hope you're feeling better, dude. Hope the her birthday cheer has at the very least brought you some semblance of health. And well, and speaking of, solo until your health, my friend. Bop 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 bop. Bop. Wow. Bop 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 bop. I'm in Canada. Why would I need to use a salute? I don't know. Queen shows up or something. Oh well, I guess in this case, no longer the queen. I don't know. Don't you guys salute the things? I swear to God, I've seen your bench plank of a prime minister salute. I swear, I'm pretty sure. I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean the guy works like he planks. I've seen the guy plank before. Maybe that was The Simpsons. I forget. Anyway, Ba 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 ba. You guys don't got troops? I don't know. I'm gonna go watch Heathers with my friends. Have a good stream, y'all. See you, Caleb. Hope you have a wonderful week, dude. Bye. Bye. Bop, 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 bop. Not the queen. Oh my god. I mean, you know, she's just still a pop culture reference at this point, you know? Point of reference. Is not gonna use a salute emoticon. Well, the average person is lame, dude. The average person also won't do a kickflip. Oh my god. The average person isn't shredded, sick, gnarly surfing waves, man. L plus ratio. Oh my god. I tried to kickflip and broke my ankle once. Oh god. I eat average people for breakfast. Don't eat people for breakfast. They're not even like good nutrients. It's like all just bad macros, you know, bro. Bro, macros is like that. That's not even like a good use of your time, dude. The cut, man, isn't it, man? Like, you can get way better from like solid whey powder, and you know, you'll just be instantly way shredded, man. Bro, you don't understand. You don't even understand the macronutrients that you're giving up by doing that. You know. Good lord. I you know, there's some things that just maybe I shouldn't do. And at times I wonder if that might be one of them. Oh my good gracious. Oh, I need a lot of, yeah. And then bap. Then like that. And like that, and like that, and like that. Ooh, this is a nice chill. So you know, I'm hoping for some chill vibes this stream. I'm hoping this stream is gonna just be the chillest thing to ever exist in this planet. You know, like me. I'm super chill, right, guys? Right, guys? That's me, right? I've never been, you know, eccentric in any capacity in my life. You know, that's it's just not me. It's very unlike me to be very eccentric. You know. Oh my god. Was this stream or another where I learned about folded proteins and not eating brains? I don't know, to be honest. I don't remember it this one. I truly needed this stream today. Thank you for oh my god, dude. No, that's so sweet. Because Tara has a classmate's head. Well, I'm sorry that your classmates can be troublesome. I can certainly understand that. So I do hope that this will at the very least be a fun vibe for you, my dude. Cause yeah. Stressful weeks like that are not fun, and it's getting to the holidays. You don't need stress times. Holidays can be stressful enough for people. You're about as chill as a desert. Oh, what do you mean? I mean, what do you mean, bro? I'm super chill. I'm like the chillest. No one's ever been as chill as I am, man. No one's ever been as chill as I am. I'm just like super chill, you know? Let me sleep! Let me sleep, please! Oh, thank God. Yo, peace, dude, what's up, man? The word of the year is definitely balls. Nah, it's goblin mode. That's not a joke. The word of the year. Oh, why? Is that not even show? I don't even know if that's showing up on the screen correctly. Is it? Yo, nobody's supposed to thank you so much for the gifted, dude. Bro, it's your birthday. You don't need to be gifted. God bless, man. Oh my good gracious. I'm sorry. I'm now trying to see if the alert sings. Well, no, because that one showed up, but it feels like the sound alert didn't show up. I mean, it played, but it didn't. That's 2 words though. Yeah, but it's getting added to the dictionary. You know, it's like a hyphenated word. It's like goblin mode is 1 word, you know? Fresh cache. Maybe that'll fix that. Maybe, because I don't think it actually displayed on any of the screens, which is not so poggers. It's not so poggers at all. But yo, nobody's fault. Thank you so much, man. That's so kind of you. Wait, what? What's vaguely concerning? When you look up eccentric in the dictionary, you come up. That's true. That's understandable. I am, you know, eccentric is a valid word to describe me, maybe. You know, maybe it's more valid than I'm giving it credit for, you know? Also, gonna watch a solid 8 hours of his Dark Materials today. What? What is his Dark Materials? What does that mean? Gesundheit? Tonight's my last night shift after 6 days in a row. Happy times, yo! Happy times indeed. Oh my god, 6 nights of a row. Oh my god, that's just a lot, man. That's excessive. It don't need to be like that. Why are they forcing you into that? I'm suing on your behalf. It was in the prophecy. It's been foretold. I'm grabbing my handy dandy design plans here, chatters. You see, I still have my paper designs like a king. Because of course all kings use paper designs. This is a known quantity. This is a known fact. Don't look into it though. Like don't ever look into it. But it's a known quantity. It's simply put, chatters, known quantity. Don't ask too many questions though. That's the important bit. You're just not allowed to ask too many questions about it. And like so. Streams just times, but your streams are highlights of Monday to Friday. Oh, wait, but that's so sweet. Shadows, you're not allowed to be sweet. We've been over this. It's illegal, and I'll sue. And we're gonna sue. I mean, I don't know who I would sue. To be honest, I mean, they're like, jeez, bro, I already know they're not here. Why? Now it's just mean. Yo, Medicine Hound, no. Oh god, I'm gonna like go into the cardiac arrest one of these times, and you know what, chatters, it's gonna be your fault. It's gonna be entirely I'm gonna blame you guys specifically. I'm gonna be like, and it was them, except no one's gonna know what I mean. Because my people in my life don't really know that I stream, and so in fact they're gonna be like, who's them? And then they're gonna just be like, he's insane, he's been talking about these non-existent people forever, it's really not healthy. And I'm going like, you know, as they take me away to the funny farm. Oh my god, all the hydrates. Why? Why? Please. Are you okay? I don't know, man. I feel weird in my chest now. Oh god. How much water do you have? I have 2 large mason jars. Like they're the kind that, like, I don't know, they're like half a gallon each, I think, or maybe a quarter gallon. Anyway, they're like quarter gallon mason jars. Oh. That wasn't water? What do you mean? Ugh. Oh god. It was so much all at once. Oh, I feel so weird. It's like weirdly stuck in my chest, like in my sternum. I don't know why it's stuck. I don't like that. It feels weird. Chatters, if I die here, if I die, just know you've been poggers. Oh God. Oh, it's passing. I think it's passing. I think we're good. I think we're good. I thought I was dying for a second. Oh God, I thought I was dying for a second. Oh man. Oh. Well, see, at first, I may or may not have started with a different drink and then had to switch to water midway through, not realizing it was gonna be like so many at once. So I may or may not have like started with a different drink when I first started, and that's kind of like my own problem, you know what I mean? Like I probably shouldn't have started with a different drink than I did, but then I did start with that other drink, and so I was drinking that for a little bit, and I was like, oh God, wow, that's actually quite a lot of hydrates. Maybe I probably shouldn't like drink this much of this drink so fast, because it's like not the best idea in the world, you know what I mean? It's not a terrible idea, like it probably won't kill it. Well, actually, it probably could, but like, you know, like not in like a fun way, in like a goofy way, not in like a bad way, in like a haha, that's pretty poggers. Not poggers from my point of view, actually. It's probably gonna be not very fun from my point of view, but like all in all, like, you know, what a way to go, you know. I just, so long as it's on my gravestone that I died how I lived, that's all that's really important, you know. Just let them know, let the people must know, died how he lived, and don't go into detail beyond that. That's the real important part of that, you know what I mean? So because what drink that was, don't worry about it. What's the extra redeem? Okay, so only drink about a liter or less of water per hour. Yeah, let's go. I'm redeeming the ASMR voice with a few points I have. Oh God, that's so painful. Whatever that drink was, caffeine, I think you had too much. No, I don't think so at all. Hey Chad, how's it going? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing actually quite well. All in all things considered, you know, it's been a pretty pog day. You know, I got to see a dog today. I got to see some ducks. That's pretty sick, awesome. Like, you know, I mean, how often do you actually get to see ducks in your day-to-day life? Oh, actually, total sidebar. Speaking of ducks, like in my mind, speaking of ducks, because I was thinking of ducks and then I was thinking of a pond and Oxford and at this place where like Tolkien and C.S. Lewis were at. So now you understand how I got to where I'm at. But what I was gonna say is, do you ever like think about the fact, so like Tolkien and C.S. Lewis were like contemporaries. If you don't know, C.S. Lewis wrote like Narnia, and then like Tolkien wrote Lord of the Rings, obviously. But then one of the interesting things there is they were like childhood best friends, but like Tolkien really hated C.S. like their friendship nearly ended over Narnia, namely because Tolkien was just like really like not okay with it, namely because he's such like a meticulous writer and stuff like that. Like he's like, yes, I've built out the 6 bajillion years of the elven society of the Dunedain, and he's just like builds everything else so meticulously that like that's like how books work to him, and things have to have like a logic to them when they do. But then like, you know, C.S. Lewis didn't. He just kind of threw everything in the chicken think in there. Like, you know what I mean? Like genuinely, you gotta picture like think of Tolkien. Think of this like semi-grizzled, like fought at the Somme, came back, wrote like The Hobbit and then The Lord of the Rings, and like writes out all of Elvish. You know what I mean? And then he's just there. They're just at their nice little pub in England, and they're just chilling, you know. They're just like, yeah, let's just chill. He's like, hey, you want to read my manuscript for Narnia? And he's like, well, you got something new for it? Yeah, I do. Okay, well, I hope this is like at least something a little better than last time. It was getting weird, you know, with like Tumnus and all this other stuff. Like I just didn't. It was going in an odd direction. It felt like you were just kind of all over the place, you know. Things didn't have like a logical continuation. He's like, oh, okay, well, you're gonna like this one. He said, okay, well, all right, let me take a crack at it. And he starts reading, and he starts reading, and he has to like realize, I'm sorry, C.S. Lewis? Oh, yes, J.R. Tolkien. How can I help you? And you see, they spoke like that. They spoke about each other's full writer publishing names. They did not use each other's first names like friends would. That would be weird. And they said, Are you telling me that these kids, in their most dire of moments, where they are like absolutely like on the ropes, they're like, oh God, what are we gonna do? We gotta get like Jesus, the allegory lion, like we gotta get him back and all these other things. And then of all people, Santa Claus shows up. The Santa Claus shows up with weapons. He's like, yeah, hi, ho, kids. What? What? Like, this dude is also, yo, Tyler, how do? Oh my God, wait, of all people though, Santa? Santa's the guy that shows up to help these people. I love that Santa's Canada nutty. Yeah, Tolkien didn't. He hated it. He was like, what in the name of God am I reading right now? Dude was not having it. Dude was not happy about this idea. It was not his favorite direction for this book to take. I'll tell you that. Dude was a little put off. He was a little perturbed by this idea, you see. He maybe felt that, you know, maybe this was not the best use of anybody's time and such. I feel that maybe he felt this was a little odd. Why? That's not why I wanted that. And like, perfect. All right, now I gotta go back to that other side. Santa Claus. Wait, I'm sorry. As someone who's never read or seen Narnia, this is very interesting. Yeah, in their like they're like on the ropes. They're looking for some like genuine assistance in this war for the world of Narnia. And of all people, it's Santa Claus that shows up just in his sleigh, and he gives them some swords and crossbows and like weapons. He's like, yeah, these are enchanted. Hi, I'm Santa. Like, that's crazy. That's genuinely, that's insane. That is bonkers. In fact, we might even say that's a little silly, you know? You know, one could even say it's a little whimsical. It's just a little inconsistent with the writing process, you know? It could be said. I need more cobble. That's just a fact. That's just a fact of life that I feel not too many people are willing to admit to, but it's true. I need more cobble. I'm gonna go lay it down on the other side. Santa about to recreate Narnia and David Harbour, the new movie. Oh my God. You know what would be lit? Having some elements of the ancient city architecture of the wall, cities to simulate Warden Nap. Oh. No. No, I'm just kidding. Just hit him with the, no, I don't wanna. Meh. You know, some days I think maybe, just maybe, I'm losing my mind. And then I go, nah, I'm fine. I want an enchanted crossbow from Santa. I'm adding it to my Christmas list. Let's go. Oh my God. He gave them sharpest 5 netherite swords. So true. Santa was like, all right, so when you fight the dragon, just know I'll be there with you, kids. In spirit. No, not in person. That's scary. You think I'm fighting a bunch of Endermen? No. What do you think I am, a lunatic? And I go, Santa, no, please. We need you. And he goes, no. L. Move this over here. Ba boy. These are gonna be gaps, because they're gonna have their own little thing here. Now I gotta move on to this. You know, some days I think only maybe the wait, sorry, what? You a lost emperor boy? Well, true. What do you mean? So, you know, some days I think. Just full stop. Some days I think. I mean, some days I think too. That's not a lie. Maybe it's the kids who need to get good. I mean, no. That sounds like a lot of work. I'm not really interested in that. No, I think not. No, L plus ratio, you know. Good golly, Miss Molly. Yeah, others don't. Oh. I mean, you know, fair enough. It could be said that some people do not think. As a matter of fact, speaking of earlier, when I was speaking of holiday troubles when it comes to working retail and the like, boy howdy, does it not always turn out well when you're just. There was this one time, chatters, where I was working at the. You guys know I've worked at a cafe before, and so I was working there, and I was doing my silly little job, and slinging hot cups of Joe, as one does, and so I thought, life's going pretty good. This is a pretty all right gig. I could probably do this. It's paying me decent for the holidays. This is gonna give me some decent cha-ching, And I thought, hey, it's pretty good. Then. I'm just there working away, and we had a new item, you see. We had a new peppermint mocha item, because, tis the season, capitalize on it for capitalism, why not? And people were a little excited, a little excitable about this development. They were kind of like, oh boy, can't wait to rock up here and get me some hot cups of Joe that are specifically peppermint flavored with a little bit of mocha, Man, I cannot count stitches for the life of me. These mittens are gonna be Bob Ross, happy little accident stop. But that's great though. Gaps reminds me, American Next Top Model, they made a girl widen her front teeth gap and then sent her home. Huh? I skip. Good Lord, Tyler. I skip stitches all the time. That's not to me. Remember when the unicorn frappe was a thing? I mean, I've never worked at a Buckstar, so I just remember it tangentially. I worked at just a little mom and pop kind of place. Just an independent little place, but boy howdy, did that thing just take over people's lives, and for no reason. I'm pretty sure it wasn't even good. Most people would get it and not eat it or finish it or whatever because they were like, oh yeah, it's too sweet, and it was just genuinely baffling to me, legitimately bonkers, in a way that listen, I understand there's lots of silly little things that go on and lots of trends that you're like, okay, that's a bit silly, but sure, whatever. Life goes on. This was the first time I was genuinely what is wrong with you? What is genuinely wrong with you that you're you know what? I think we should just absolutely determine to say, frappe? What do you mean? You want to call frappe? What? What's wrong with that? You want it called frap? Early 2000s reality TV was intense. I don't know if intense is the right word for it. But, people were very big. I think clout chasing is more the best way to describe. Not specifically the TV shows as much as it's just people being yeah, I'll do anything for clout. I mean, not that much has changed. But boy howdy, is it a peculiar little thing. Well, it's pronounced frap. L plus ratio, L plus ratio. I've never heard it said that way. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying I've never heard it pronounced that way. You know what I will say, and I'll never correct. I'll never correct the people. Frap sounds wrong. You sound wrong. No, I mean you. Let's find out. Oh, are you about to be? Oh my God, L plus ratioed?
Frappe.
It's frappe! It's frappe! L! I'm right! You're wrong!
Frappe.
It's frappe! Oh man, let's go! This life is so bonkers. Life is so bonkers. I stay winning. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to lay it on so thick. Oh my good gracious. I mean, realistically, Pronounce it however you prefer. Italy frappe, which is French, and it's French pronouncing how it works. Understandable. Just booping in to say hi. Hello, I am here. Hello, airplane. How do you? Frick you! I'm pronouncing it frap now. L. I mean, airplane. It's what you put, man. I'm just reading what you wrote. Please don't boop me. I thought you meant it in like a silly little accent. I thought you were like, I'm just booping in, just booping in, like just booping in, like boop, but poop. Hey. The bathroom's down the hall and to the left. Is it? Oh, never knew that. Wow, you learn something new every day, folks. And. Sleep. Meanwhile, here's somebody gonna call icy milk coffee in London. Yo, Spirit Baron! There's somebody to the raid, dude! Welcome! Raiders, hello! Yo, Moth TV, out there! Hope you're doing well. Oh, Spirit, I hope your stream went well, dude. I hope it was enjoyable. I hope it was pog. Hope all that was meant to go well went well, and all that was meant to go wrong went wrong. Oh my gosh. We're discussing, you know, the holiday season and frappe and the like, and the pronunciation of food. Oh my god. Yo, how's stream going, dude? It's going great, man. It's going great. Can't complain, you know, living La Vida Loca. Working away on a wall, or well, more like decorating the wall itself rather than working away at this point, but yeah. Hope your own stream went well. We were listening to Christmas music, so very topical. Yo. Well, because yeah, I was telling a story about how I was working at a cafe at one point. And while I was working at this cafe during like the Christmas season, we had gotten a new kind of peppermint mocha drink. Because, you know, they were in fashion. People wanted them a lot. Chatters, when I tell you that a lady ordered this, okay? So like, listen, I'm pretty good with most people. Hey, Moth TV, thank you so much for the follow, dude. I appreciate that. But anyway, so I'm pretty chill with most customers, you know. Okay, this person, this has a fun. What do you mean he's always like this? Well, you say like this, like I'm some sort of beast, some sort of being. Oh my god. But no. Anyway, so there was this one old lady who was like in line for a while. She seemed kind of grouchy to begin with. Not really in the best mood, but that's fine. All right. Lots of people are like that, especially when you work in an industry that, you know, may or may not be a chemical that makes people angry that they don't have it because they're maybe addicted. Anyway, so that's like part of it, and you just kind of get used to that at times with people. It's not fun, but you know, it's c'est la vie. It's c'est la vie. Turns out though, you know, some people are a little grouchier than others. It's not the best, you know. But what I will say is, technically you're being that is human works. No, well, that implies that I'm human, man. You don't know what I am. Maybe I'm a group of. Maybe I'm a fungus. Maybe I'm a mushroom that got a mic. You never know. You have no idea. No, thank you so much for the follow, man. But anyway, this one lady, I don't know what was going through her mind, but she gets up to the front after going in line, and like she's a little like I don't want to say snappy, but just kind of like, you know, she certainly is you know, it's places to be, I guess. So it's very like hi, how are you? Cuts me off instantly. Like, I want your mocha, like, yeah, sorry, I want your peppermint mocha. Oh, okay, yeah, sure. What, like, can I get you? What size would you like? Like, I would like a medium. Okay, yeah, sure. Anything else with that, or just that? No, I've said my order, and I was like, oh, sure. And again, this isn't really a problem. It's just some people are more curt than other people. You know, they're more like to the point, and that's fine. You know, that's water off a duck's back. But anyway, so I'm starting making, you know, I set it out, and they take it and they go sit at their little table or whatever, and then they come back and they say, "Where's my muffin?" And I go, "Oh, sorry, I didn't actually bring up a muffin. When I asked if you wanted, they're like, I want a lemon muffin." We're actually out of lemon muffins at this time. We have a gingerbread muffin in right now because, you know, it's the holiday season. We got gingerbread, and they're like, fine, that. And I was like, okay, perfect. I give them that, and they're on their way, and that's fine. You know, that's fine. Cut to like, I want to say almost 10 minutes later, because it's not like immediate. It's really not immediately. But cut to about like 10 minutes later. And that's kind of where the problems start, chatters. That's kind of where the problems start. And the reason the problems start is because I start hearing a coughing fit. I start hearing, are you wearing cat ears? No, where would I get cat ears? Oh my God. And that is a job. It's, oh my God, I'm not 13, please. Oh my God. But anyway, I start hearing this kind of coughing fit start up, and I'm like, huh? And I look over and I hear, and I'm like, what's going on in that neck of the woods? And I look over, and this lady's face is like red. She's like starting to like, it looks bulbous, and I'm like, oh God. And then like somebody else was like, oh, is she choking? Is she like, people think she's choking. No. Eventually, she is assisted. Like I'm over there. I'm with this random customer guy. Still don't know his name, but anyway, and he's helping her because at first we were worried like she's choking or something like that, and then she keeps pointing to her purse and then we open it, and then she like out of it eventually pulls like an EpiPen and she stabs herself with it, and like I'm like because I didn't expect her to, you know, stab herself, and I was like, oh my God. And then like it starts to clear up after like a little bit, and she was like an allergic reaction. I was like, oh God, like what happened? And then, you know, like by this point, like my manager had already called effectively like some EMTs to show up, not to like take it, because, you know, lots of people won't take the ambulance because, you know, costs a lot, but like they'll at least like check you over. Because by the way, Chad, fun fact, in most states, if you call the ambulance and it shows up, the EMTs can look you over and not charge you if just for looking you over. That part will be free, you know. Is there an alert command, by the way? I think there's an alert, yeah. Order cat ears off Amazon, good Lord. But the, what I was gonna say was anyway, I eventually find out, after the EMTs are there, and like, she's like being looked after, stuff like that, she is irate, man. She's going up and down the wall about how I tried to murder her. And you know why? She's allergic to peppermint, chat. She's allergic to peppermint. She walked in and ordered a peppermint mocha, and she is allergic to peppermint. And I remember being like, why? But you ordered, and she's like, I didn't know there would be peppermint in it. What did you think would be in it? Well, I'm sorry. I just thought, you know, you would put two and two together. You know, I thought, you know, maybe you would see that it says peppermint and assume this had peppermint in it. And she said, I thought it would be fake peppermint. What is fake peppermint? What is that? What do you mean fake peppermint? That's not a real thing. There's no such thing as fake peppermint. And even if there was, why would we be using it? Why would we be using a peppermint substitute? It's not like peppermint's hard to get. It's not like I said, oh, by the way, this is your quail egg and like escargot mocha. It's not like I said, oh yeah, this is like a super fancy thing and we're clearly gonna use a cheaper version. It's peppermint. Oh my God, when I was allergic to cats, I still was some other, I mean, yeah, but I assume that allergy was not, you know, gonna start blowing up like Aunt Marge, like gonna start blowing up like a balloon and just absolutely turning red and bulbous and just choking, you know? Peppermint in this economy. Oh my God. Smoker, oh my God. But the peppermint shortages. Oh, so true, King. I forgot. We're all just using fake peppermint now. Isn't that just the way it is? Isn't that just the way of things? Gee whiz. Oh my god. But anyway, so that was one of the experiences that I will always haunt me of the holiday season, because I to this day do not understand how this lady just with her full chest said, "Oh yeah, get me a peppermint mocha," and then later turned around crying that I tried to kill her because I put peppermint in her peppermint mocha. And I was like, I went to the back room. I turned to my manager at the time and I said, "Jerry, I need to leave. I'm done for today. Bye-bye." And they said, "Yeah, you know what? Yeah, have fun. Cash out. Get your tips. Bye-bye." I was like, so true, King. So true. Oh my god. My old roommate was deadly allergic to nuts, but was able to drink almond liqueur with no problem. I could not understand it, but I was okay with it because it went well in hot cocoa. I mean, that's the thing, but like, if you know you can, then great. But like, this lady's out here gambling on the idea that, of course, we're gonna use fake peppermint in a peppermint. I don't even know. Is there such a thing as fake peppermint? Like, am I crazy? Like, is that even a real thing? Let's be real. Like, is that an actual option? Oh, by the way, Pink, long and the short of it is you missed a story where I was talking about how there was an old lady who came in one day to when I worked at a cafe, and in fact she ordered a peppermint mocha, which was on the menu at the time because, you know, Christmas, and then blew up like a balloon and nearly died and had to use her EpiPen, and then tried to crawl foul because I tried to kill her apparently because I put peppermint in her peppermint mocha, and she's deadly allergic to peppermint. So why she ordered a peppermint mocha is beyond me. But alas, they assume there is. It's artificial peppermint extract. We sell it at my grocery store. Well, don't assume. Oh my god. I know it's the same. Oh my god. I mean, same place of business. So like, by god, but people are wild, man. You know it's illegal to tamper with food, right? I didn't tamper with nothing. My god. The ones at McDonald's are plastic. Man, you know what? That's the benefit of when you go around and work at a lot of different places, because I just like to get a change of scenery. I've never, I've never actually been, like, fired. I've gotten close. Not that I'm, like, happy about that necessarily. Like I've gotten close, and when I say I've gotten close, I mean that, like, I'm pretty sure I was gonna be fired at one place, but I quit before they could fire me. Not because I was a bad worker. I may or may not have left a lot of union material lying around, and they didn't like that. L plus ratio to them. But I'm just saying it's something that the workers should have considered. You know? I just thought it was interesting material. Oh no, that's a different story. You're thinking of the time where I put labor rights laws with highlights in it all over at a Queen of Dairy that I once worked at. Yeah, no, this was a different location of a different business, and it was an independent business, and I may or may not have tried to convince their staff to unionize. You did it twice. Listen, man makes a dime and a dollar and I make a dime. That's why I'm doing it on company time, my friend. Boss makes $1. I'm gonna make a dime? Oh no. You better bet I'm gonna be in that bathroom on company time. Oh my god. Gone wrong. Fired. Oh. Then here, then here. And right there. Perfect. Grand. Good night, Grand. Sleep well, dude. What can you say? The revolution follows him whether he likes it or not. It's so true. I heard the word Napoleon and I took that to heart, my friend. Oh my god. I actually, speaking of like a more recent thing, my god, man. My god. Listen. you all know that some of you might be aware. I may or may not speak at times about historically relevant things or, politically leaning things and the like, hazards of the job. For those that don't know, my schooling currently is in poli-sci, and history is kind of my studies. So that's kind of like where I'm at in life right now. So it's on my mind a lot. Anyway, I get into this conversation with this fellow. You see, I speak to this individual. I go, how do you do? And they're going on and on and on and on and on and on, because like they're speaking from nothing. I don't know where they got the gumption. I don't know where they bought the chutzpah. I genuinely, I'd love to know, what town they blew in from, because boy howdy must they got just an absolute recipe for disaster cooking in their veins there. Because I started talking to this dude, and when you're probably not old enough for me to say that, then why say it? Maybe don't read that out loud. What's ahead of it? Good lord. But anyway, what I was gonna say was, so I was speaking to this person. I forget what, I think they were actually speaking about, now that I think about it, yeah, because it was in the class that the reason we got onto the topic is we were covering constitutional monarchies that currently exist in the world, because there's a lot of them. Relatively speaking, versus republics. Like, we were doing the cost benefit of a republic versus a constitutional monarchy. It's a very classic class. It's like what you do. I don't know. It's like 99%. Like, it's two of the biggest, most prevalent democratic systems in play, and like, it's what a lot of people talk about. So like, this one guy, and don't get me wrong, I understand it. Listen. The patriotism bug can bite people at times, and they can be real big on, like, we clearly must have the best system ever, which, I'm not gonna get into if we have a good system or not. That's not the discussion here, all right? That's not the point I'm getting at in this point in time. Yo, Oliver, dude, thank you so much for the raid, man. Welcome, Raiders. Hello, Oliver. Out, dude. Ole, ole, ole. Ole, ole, ole. How's the stream, dude? Hopefully good. How's the December streams going, man? How's the constant streams? I imagine they must be going well. I hope they're going well for you. Needs glowstone. Where? I have glowstone here somewhere. I know I do. I'm like 99% sure I do. If I don't, it's like a quick trip to get some. But like, where in God's green earth have I put my glowstone that I do have? I have glowstone. I know I have glowstone. Where is it? Oh God. Yo, it was really good. Yo, Pog Deal seems a good. Slowly descending to madness. Oh God, Oliver, no, please. You're not allowed to descend into madness. Then what am I gonna do? Not follow you to madness? That's just so out of character for me. My favorite thing is following people into their madness, It's like a really awesome thing to do. Also, am I blind? Did I miss glowstone dust and I just didn't see it? Like, am I just losing my marbles here? Like, did you all see glowstone dust and I'm crazy? It's in a chat. I hate it here. Oh my God. But anyway, sorry, what I was talking about before people showed up or whatever, which, hello, hi, welcome. What we were speaking of, come in at work, story time, drops bad story, immediately dips. I had a full laundry back to lurking. Oh God. I gate the glowstone. You're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to turn into an under angel. Please. My brain read the word explode as an episode. Oh, oh my God. Glowstone, 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 glowstone. Please, somebody. Glowstone, glowstone, glowstone. I don't even need that much. It's gotta be somewhere. It's gotta be. Maybe it's you know what? Here, we're just gonna go like well, here. There's 2 places I'm gonna check, and then we're gonna just go to the Nether and grab some. That's gonna be like way easier. You passed the glowstone. No, I didn't. I don't believe you, Tyler. You're lying to me. I don't believe you for a second on that. Well, now actually I'm wondering, now that MJ has said it, I'm sorry. Tyler, I would believe you would absolutely clown me on this one. Yo, Amar, dude, what's up, man? Long time no see indeed, my friend. Long time no see. How's the stream been? It's been great, man. I got drowned for a little bit because Nobody's Fool's birthday is today. Happy birthday once again, Nobody's Fool. And just in general, it's been like a fun vibe. Would I lie to you? Have I ever lied to you? I don't know, man. Mayhaps. Who's to say? Drowning? Yeah. What with the hydrates, as you can tell. But I had like 30 at once, and so it was just a lot of water all at once. You know, it's just so much. It's just so much. And I go, why? Well, Oliver, that's not your cue to join in, my friend. That's not your cue to also hydrate me. Buddy, why? Of course, it's freaking shroom light. My God. All right, we're gonna head on over. We're gonna head on up. We're gonna move it on up. Oh my God, why? Chatters, please. All right, Tyler, I'll believe you. I'll take you. Didn't mean to hit that button. I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it. We'll go back. Can I have a southern accent full longitude? What? Oh my God. Well, sure, I suppose can do. Yeah, apologies. Did not mean to hit that button. All right, Tyler, I will in fact believe you this time. Let's go back to what, this house over here or that house up here? It's one or the other. Naps at a news studio, maybe. He's in redacted weird pink sit. True, I anticipated it. As far as we know, the drink could be on a soundboard. In what world would it be on a soundboard? How would that make sense? So sweet and kind of the generous streamer. Well, sure, I am in fact a gentleman. I always abide by the requests as best as I can. Can't believe Oliver just came in and just like, that house? Yeah, alright. No, it's all just, you see, Oliver's correct. It's all just an elaborate scheme. What? Hey, I just joined the Discord and have a few questions. Online mod, or can I ask them in general chat? Ask them in general chat. KTB is the most responsive, so I'd recommend adding KTB for your questions, as it were. But yeah, I don't just feel free to add them in any of the channels that are available. But yeah, Trying to play the water sound. No, I misclicked the sound because the sound's right above this image. That image is right underneath the sound. No, that sound is built into voice mod. No, the beep. No, the beep. It's just I just have a recording on my stream deck. Pimple. I hate it here. I can't believe Tyler. Tyler, I cannot believe you bamboozled me, bro. Why? What I do to you, man? I'm never trusting you again. I knew I shouldn't have. I should have trusted my gut. I'm a fool. A fool, I tell you. Ah, jeez. Hello, Mr. Creeper. What? It went through him! Somebody clipped that! That went through him! There was no way that that just went through my mans. That literally went through him! What? Oh my good gracious. Oh my god. Oh yeah, now I was lying as well. I was doubling down on the Tyler said that you trusted a good face. It was cute. I hate it. I'm just simply gonna delete the VODs channel. To fill in the hole. Chatters, you must always fill in the creeper hole. It didn't go through it. I'm guessing. Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't believe you would gaslight, gatekeep, and girl boss me. Really? Really? Oh, anyway, what I was gonna say earlier was the fact that, yeah, there was this one guy who effectively was just like, I don't understand why they can't just get rid of the British monarchy, because his idea was like, you know, they should just do it. Countries can do it. Countries have done it all the time. Look at France. They got rid of their monarchy and no problems. I was like, mother trucker, dude, do you not understand that they killed that king and then went through effectively 2 centuries. They went through 2 centuries of problems. That wasn't even the last king. Also, fun fact, chat, is real sad note. You know how the people are just like, oh yeah, let's do the, whatchamacallit, in a video game, Tyler, in a video game. Anyway, if the, like, genuinely, like, you can't say that. But anyway, what I was gonna say is, what I was gonna say is also the people who are like, oh yeah, in the French Revolution, it's gonna be like the revolution again. We're gonna come for the rich or whatever. A lot of people don't realize that, like, the reason the Reign of Terror was so terror, Tyler, I gotta time you out for 10 minutes. Like, genuinely, no, like, that's a rule, man. You can't do that. Anyway, but yeah, no, like, what a lot of people don't seem to realize about the actual, like, revolutionary period is the majority of people who, like, the terror went after were the actual, like, whatchamacallit, was, like, the peasantry. It was mostly the Third Estate. Like, to the degree that, like, I think it's something like 96% of the French aristocracy survived. Like the vast majority did not get caught up in any of the revolutionary fervor or anything of the sort. It was just entirely like an absolute war upon just the average citizen, and it's just honestly deeply tragic. What is that? Yeah. So close to 94. Bro. But no, it's like this wild thing because everybody has this like one like idea that like, oh, it was this great series where like, oh yeah, we fight like King Louis, like it goes King Louis the 16th, his kids die, but like his brother takes the throne as Louis the 18th after Napoleon's defeated. His brother, man. It's not even like, oh yeah, different family. No, it's the same guy. It's just his brother. It's as if the 16th just abdicated or like, you know, didn't make it through birth. Like it's literally the same person basically still in charge in the end. And then anyway, but yeah, so like it's just this wild idea to believe that like, oh, the France just like they revolutioned and all was hunky-dory because they went through like literally 2 centuries of problems after that. It was not a good time, you know what I mean? Napoleon was a brief regency period. Oh god. No, but like genuinely, because yeah, like they go through that, then they go into the Reign of Terror for 10 years. So yeah, king dies, then it's Reign of Terror for like 10 years, and then after that it's whatchamacallit, it's 15 years of imperial rule. Okay, sorry, 13 years and 2 years with consuls, effectively imperial rule. And then it goes to King Louis the 18th, and then that's the Bourbons are in charge again for a little bit. Then it's cooled again. There's the Second Republic is formed, and then that's turned into another imperial ship by Napoleon III, and like just so on and so forth. Like it just always continues on. There's like 4 kings and 2 emperors between the First Republic and what they're now at, which is the 5th. They did not have like a boom bang done and dusted, my friend. It's just a very wild take. Oh man, eventually we get back to monarchs, and then we figure stuff out for a while and then cry. Yeah, I mean that's the thing, is it's just like it's this cycle for France in a lot of ways. I mean, and also like it's the same reason why like there's the question of like, oh, will the like who's in charge in France, like the Bourbons or the Bonapartes, because both royal families still have lineage that's alive. And as to who has the claim to the throne of France, I've said this before, and it's just super interesting to me that like the Supreme Court of France effectively said like, yeah, we don't know, legally we don't have the authority to decide. Like they were just like, legally, like the way the Republic's structured, we don't have the authority to make that call. So, you know, if you're ever needed, I guess we'll call you. And it's just like a wild thing to me. Why am I not just... One second, Jazz. One sec. Why am I not just doing this? Why am I messing around when I have a silk touch? But anyway, I digress. That was just one of those things this week where I was like, really? Because I feel like it's just something a lot of people don't know or think about, I should say. Like, just with how often the French Revolution is referred to, that it's not this cut and dry thing as it's portrayed. I mean, shocking, I know. But like it's not this like instantly amazing thing that like is betrayed by a lot of individuals online. And that's not saying there shouldn't be reform to things. That's just me saying like, you know, things have layers, and I think it's important to like remember that. All right, that's probably about. Well, I guess we should get more while we're here. We're gonna need a decent amount, not like a crazy amount, but a decent amount. So let's go a little further in. Did France claim royal authority from God? Yes, but the Catholic God versus the Protestant God that the English monarchy does. Yeah. Louis the 14th literally referred to himself as the Sun King / the Sun God. Like he very much felt he was, and that was actually why it was such a like why the French Revolution was such a messy thing for a lot of individuals, because like this idea of like absolutist monarchy, like to break away from that was like when we say revolutionary, like the French Revolution's a lot more revolutionary than the American one ever was. Like all we did was break away from like colonial rule, whereas but very little actually changed societally. Just the people who were British nobility became politicians in the new setup is what effectively happened. It was not the like crazy revolution that like France was. Yeah, exactly. The American Revolution was not all that revolutionary. Like, there's elements, but it's certainly not, like, it's not nearly as revolutionary as it could be. Yeah, I say politics because I'm just like, that, like, effectively the powers they had and the power they wielded at the time was not what we would consider politicians. It was more sweeping than even what we would consider today. Just because, in fact, they, well, you know, didn't have to answer to everybody. Oh my gosh. There's a 7th Napoleon era. Oh no, there's an 8th actually. The 7th was disinherited. I think if a monarchy ever came back, they should just choose better looking one for the nice looking money options. Oh god. But yeah, their authority was derived from God. Though chicken, yes, the French, the Bourbon dynasty. Whereas Napoleon's is a little different. His is derived from the people because he was dictator for life. He never claimed to be like, oh, I'm here by divine right to rule. His divine right was a manifest destiny idea of divine right. You know what I mean? Because he like the people really did love Napoleon. It was mostly just other monarchs, and this two ensure this gets across. Napoleon's not necessarily a good guy. There's a lot of problems this guy and a lot of things he eroded that were good from the revolution. For instance, women's rights. He was not a champion of women's rights, and eroded some of the rights won by women in the revolution. So like, don't get me wrong, I'm not like pro like, oh yeah, let's go homeboy. He had problems of his own, but his authority was far more derived from a sense of like, the people want me here, rather than and populism, which actually Bonapartism is a form of populism that is still used by all parties, not even just like left or right. Like, all parties use that. Both Macron and Le Pen use a Bonapartist ideologue and lens in describing themselves to try to hearken to that when running for their presidencies. It's a super fascinating, like, French politics is very interesting, if a little inaccessible to a lot of people. Sent me some really fascinating information about the way monarchy dressed themselves and how Napoleon followed a lot of the way the Sun King did, because the two brothers were just awful at keeping this thing together. Understandable. Yeah. I mean, it was such a great, like, that. It was a good read. Sadly, not as much about fashion as I thought it was going to be, but interesting. Go in Dante's Inferno. Oh my god. Really more literature analysis than a political statement, really. The revolution can be summed up in frick you tea. Well, frick you. No, frick you. Bloodshed. Haha. All right, back to work. True. That's not, like, yeah. I mean, it's a simplification, but yeah. Bop. Yoink. Yoink. Okay, that's probably gonna be enough. I don't need that much glowstone. I just need a little. But I did read it, even if it was misled. But this is a great reminder, kids. Words can always have double meanings. It's true. It's true. Because yeah, I hadn't gotten to read it yet before I like had mentioned it. Because I was like, oh, yo, this could be really interesting. I thought you might enjoy it. Ah, no, wait, please. You don't need to do this. You don't need to do this. Aha! I missed. Aha! I missed. Oh, I missed again! Aha! I missed. There's a lot of misses, I'm not gonna lie. What? That totally should have sent it back to return. He dodged it! This fiend! Wow, that was the most powerful ghast I've ever faced. Truly a fiend of nature. My good gracious. But anyway, enough of the history lesson for you folks. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about that because I was like, it's just so topical, and I know, like, you'll hear lots about it on things like TikTok, like, with people quoting like, oh yeah, we should go back to that, and I'm like, well, you know, a lot of people don't realize what happened in the revolution, and you know, not the quote, and again, not that I'm saying that like changes should not happen. What I'm saying to the systems that exist, what I am saying is, you know, and not to quote Doctor Who, but like, you don't know what happens after the first shot happens. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know who lives or dies or whatnot. So it's like, it's just something to not be like so quickly gone to, in my mind, as some people will. But I digress. Or at least it should be treated with less I don't know, reverence, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Like, that's the thing, like, political action in such a way is fine. I just don't think it should be treated with like irreverence. I don't think it should be seen as this glorious thing to do, you know what I mean? Like, it should not be considered a good thing to have to resort to achieve your goals, even though sometimes it definitely does need to be. I mean, as evident by history itself. I can't believe you're giving the piglins the thoughts. I bet everyone has gauged by the way you fought that. Oh! Good lord, not the Hamilton reference. Who makes a Hamilton reference in this, the year 2022 of our Lord and Savior, Baphomet? See, I don't know if Doctor Who could have gotten off scot-free, but now I know you quoted Doctor Who. I mean, yeah, that's not new. And usually it's a negative side because I quick to point out flaws of any form. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed an earlier message, Dragoncorn. That's my bad. That's the thing. Every person has ever been in power has ups and downs, and usually the people under the ruler lean more towards one side. And usually it's a negative side because people are very quick to pick up flaws on any form of government if it doesn't cater to their specific wants. Too long don't read. No form of government will ever be perfect because humans are imperfect. Therefore, the established leadership / controlling powers, government, whatever, is going to be flawed. Yeah, and I mean, I don't think seeking perfection is necessarily a good thing or not. And yeah, because like the origins of why that like debate occurred within the the coursework that I was doing was because one of the key difference between, say, organizing yourself as a republic versus a constitutional monarchy in how they set up, which we can see some of the issues and fallout for ourselves today in America, is when you tie yourself and your law, and all law draws like legitimacy from like a document, say a constitution, which is how republics are set up. It makes it very hard to change the laws that derive from that, because that's where they derive. Whereas in a constitutional monarchy, it's far easier to change the legal codes and systems that exist within your land. Not all of them, but a good number of them, because those legal systems are then in existence separate from the what creates legitimacy. You know what I mean? Guys, quick question. Should I work on Jedi? I mean, I'm just saying Jedi Knight's pretty cool. I'm just saying. Oh my god, you guys remember that Vine? Do you guys remember that Vine of the dude who's like, I'm just saying, and he eats and then throws up a whole hot dog in like a second? That was wild. I hope that guy's okay. I hope he's safe, you know? Hope that guy's been having a cash money year. Just so you could take advantage of me. You know? I'd like a cash money year. You too deserve a cash money year, Edward. That's true. That's true. I'd like cash money. You too deserve a cash money. Don't we all? You know what? I do think we all deserve a cash money year. It's so true, Kings. It's so true. You guys ever think about how there's just a big pit in the back 40 of this place? Like, yeah, do y'all ever think about the fact that, like, yes, there's just a big kingdom being built over there, and then a huge tree, and then there's just in the back 40 a giant pit. You know what I mean? Like, this is just a huge open chasm. I'll DM you my address. Oh my god. Yeah, Pink. You can Venmo me that, right? You can. Oh my god. You have pocket money for sub? I'm kidding. Oh my god. For throwing money into. Oh my god. Not the money pit. It's cold hard cash. Yeah, Twitch accepts that. What do you mean? My wallet is whole time. What do you mean? Isn't a wallet where money goes? Actually, real quick question. Okay, so like I've spoken with my like parents at one point, and they think I'm a freak in nature, for other reasons, but namely because of the fact that when I have, like if I ever have cash, like if I have cash money outside of a bank account, they're like, hey yo, that's also a currency, and I go, yeah, but is it? Like, you know what I mean? Like, do you guys treat cash as like fun coupons that don't really exist? Like in the way that like if I've taken it out of my bank account and now there's $2 in the account, but I got $5 outside of it, I'm like, hey yo, does that $5 really exist anymore? You know what I mean? Money outside, that's what I'm saying. Money outside of the account isn't real money anymore because the digital number go up and down, and that's all that matters. It's not part of my net worth. It's not part of my net worth. It don't count. It don't count. It's not in the bank no more. Therefore, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. That's the rule, man. That's I didn't make that up. That's the law. You know? They just be like that sometimes. So I pay for tattoos and conventions. Understandable. Exactly. If it doesn't, if it's physical money, it's free to use however it occurs to you. Exactly. I don't use paper money, and the money in my wallet will never be used. But that's my point. It's totally. I'm gonna scream. Oh my god. It's just totally like if it's in cash format, I'm like, hey, my video game number don't go up and down. My experience points. I don't have these points to spend. Cause for me, I'm like, I have the number when I check the app. That's all that matters. That's energy drink impulse buy now, money now. Exactly. Speed sign for Venmo. Am I calling his code? Oh. If you withdrew $20 here and there, and you can go squirrel it away, then bam, it has 600 miles. Smackaroos is usable money. My cash bank is savings. See, for me, the cash is like it's just not real anymore. It's just no longer what factors in. If someone asks me, hey, how much money, Napoleon, do you have to your name? That cash is not coming into the equation. It just does not exist. And it just lets me get things for free now. Because I hand them these papers, and then they go, yes, you can have this, and I go, thank you. It just no longer, it's not even relevant to the discussion anymore. Is it really that Gen Z? I don't know. I that's what I was wondering. I was trying to tell. I was like, is this like just like, am I that weird? Because my parents feel like I'm a psychopath for it. Me on me without my cat to oh my gosh. I mean, sick, dude. Good for you. Those are also fun coupons. I have savings and checker, and then like $40 some coins in a cup, and I never touch because I forgot they exist. Exactly. Like I just like if it's coins or something like that. Like if I have like quarters and stuff like that, that just never comes into the conversation. Have I ever written a check before? For what? What am I buying? What am I buying that needs a check? Good God, I would need a checkbook for that. How do you get a checkbook? I guess the bank, right? That makes sense. Yeah, you probably go to the bank. You must. Right? Yo, you know what, Shaggy? Thanks so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Like, thanks for the follow, man. Thanks for the follow. Oh, that was not my best Scoob. I'll give you that. I'll give it. That was not the best Scoob I've ever done. Oh, perfect. Look at that. Perfect. Oh my God. Especially cash. It's all for energy drinks. God bless. God bless. I'm gonna give you one. I got an account. And I said, when would I need that on it? That's my take, man. When? Like when? You have to pay. We have to pay for them? Why? For what? It's just me saying, yeah. Why would I could just Venmo someone. Why would I need to? That's such a weird. I mean, like, yeah, I guess if it's like 1802, I can get it, but like it's not. Or like 1950, I guess as well. Or like anything before like the 80s, I guess. Actually, when did Venmo start? And Cash App, my beloved, please, Cash App, sponsor me. They'll never sponsor me. Brand, sponsor me. How draw human thing? What? Shvet. This is coming along. This is turning out all right. And this. Okay, no, you did not change hands at all. No! Why would I want you upside down? You silly goose. You're being silly. And then Baba Booey, Baba and Booey, Baba and Booey, Baba and Booey, Baba Booey, Baba Booey. Yeah, boy. All right, second, then we're gonna go to the other side again. I only know checks work because my mom and dad would get paper checks still when I was in middle school, and my mom would. You know what? In fact, I was gonna say checks for me. There was this old movie that I remember I once saw on television. I was homesick from school, and I remember on TV there was like this, I guess, 2 TV movie, and it was there was this kid in it who like I don't know, the guy hits, like, there's this banker guy who like hits this kid who's on a bike or whatever, and the kid like I think it's like a movie from the 80s, and the kid's like hit while he's on his bike, and then but he's not injured or anything like that, but the guy's like trying to like escape, I don't know, thugs or the cops or something like that, and he's like, geez, kid, and he just like signs a friggin' signs a check, and he's like, here, kid, like put however much it's worth, you know what I mean? And the kid's like, and then the guy leaves. He keeps going, and the kid's like, wow, like a check, but it's just signed with no dollar amount to sign. And so then the kid like just decides, he's like, you know what, this guy sucks, or what. I don't even know why he does it. I forget that part. Like, there must have been a reason, otherwise this kid's just a criminal. Because yeah, he like, or I guess maybe we're just meant to hate the guy for having hit the kid while he was on his bike, or running over his bike, or whatever it was. But he uses his computer to make it look like it's like $1 million. It's called Blank Check from 1994. Yeah, see, okay, I was pretty close with my guess of the 80s. That's like not that far off. Smart, I have no idea. Anyway, all I know is then the kid like uses a really old, like, it's an old computer, and it's like, oh wow, kids can do this these days because computers exist, or whatever is the plot point. But then he goes to the bank to cash it, and it works, and it only works because like the guy, like, the bank's is in with the mob or something like that, and they're expecting somebody to show up for $1 million, and they're told by the like mobster, like, oh, it's gonna be a very inconspicuous, like, you're not gonna, like, you're gonna think it's weird or whatever, like it's meant to be like, oh yeah, you're gonna be like, there's no way to throw anybody off the scent that we're doing illegal things. And so they're like, he sent a kid, the mob really is evil. Smart though, smart. And and they just go along with it, and they give this kid $1 million, and then he walks on out, and he's like, I can't believe that worked. And then the rest of the movie's like kooky and wacky, and I don't remember the rest. That's my point. Was that's the only time I've ever known about checks, really, and for the life of me, it just scares me, because I'm like, that just sounds like checks are a world of pain, where like someone's gonna lie about how much you said you'd give them. You know what I mean? Smart House Saw for Disney kids. Oh god. Speaking of, for those who checks equal getting tangled up with the mob, exactly, that was my takeaway. They don't overdraw your account. I don't know, man. I'm just like, I guess that's a good safety feature in terms of like, versus like getting just something to auto deposit or whatever. But like, or pay like pay itself off or something like that. They bounce. Yeah. I don't know. Oh, speaking of, apparently grocery stores used to take checks, like I guess before credit cards existed. Like before you could use a credit card to buy, say, like if you didn't have enough cash on it, you could like write a check for like your food, which is kind of cool. I know this because I was speaking to like a former cop at one point, which, like, you know, I was like very young at the time. It kind of scarred me. It made me scared of grocery stores for a little while, because I was probably only like 8 or 9 at the time, and like the cop basically, like, he's like this retired like detective basically, and he just he's like, I don't ever understood why the criminals are dumb. You know why? Because if they were smart, they'd rob a grocery store. And I was like, huh? He's like, think about it. No one's expecting it at a grocery store. And then, bam, everybody's got hundreds in cash for their food. You get through there. There's no security or nothing. It's way better than robbing a bank. And I was like, okay. Like, I just remember, like, this guy, like, going off. Like, he was popping off about it. He was fuming that no criminal ever decided to, like, take on a grocery store. Or he needed to rob a store. I don't know. That's my point. Like, it was just what he had decided to talk to me about. And obviously it doesn't work anymore, because most people probably just, like, use, like, a credit card or, like, something. Maybe they write checks. But yeah. A list of people who'd given them very, very common. They would have a book of bad check. Oh yeah, a list of people who'd given them bad check. Right. Wait, isn't that like a thing? Wait, isn't that like a thing in Stranger Things? I swear to God it is. Right? Why are we talking about checks still? Isn't that like a thing in like Stranger Things? Like the mom, like she's like, well, like she can't find her kid, and then she's like, geez, I need these items, and like, you can't afford it, lady. And she's like, no. I don't know why I'm making a joke of this. It was actually a fairly tragic scene. But yeah, it was like this whole thing, and like I feel like that was like a plot point at one point. I'm not trying to make light of it. I was making light of the fact that she just goes like, well, all the time. We only have 3 grocery stores. If you see sneak somethings, no, I didn't. No comment. No comment. Never mind. I take back what comment I was gonna make. For I am live and a good representative of the corporation that is letting me stream. And Baba Booey. Yeah. Then I gotta get rid of that little thing there, and slap that in there, and slap that in there, and bop bop. I don't see it, but in my hometown, there was an old lady when my mom was younger, like my age, who refused to shop anywhere but this little local place because they were to switch over to the red scanners. She swore they're the devil in the what the like the price scanners? Huh? You know what? Honestly, not the weirdest thing. Now that I think about it, now that I'm talking about it, you know what? I've certainly experienced weirder situations of people being like, no, I ain't doing it. You're gonna I don't know, like the total tinfoil hat mode. You know what I mean? Like it's just. You're like, good gravy. I don't understand the people who are like, they're putting chips in the phone. You're like, don't get me wrong. Yeah, there's the classic, like, oh, you're carrying your phone every day. Like, they don't need to. The real question's, who do you think you are? Like, listen, I get it. You know, scary government control. Who do you think you are that the government cares about you as an individual? Like that they need to know your location, like, oh, you're some threat to them. Oh geez, this single person's really gonna, oh gee whiz. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying like there's no power of the people, I'm just saying like like, who do you think you are, man? I'm not scared of the government knowing it as an individual. Yeah, I mean, also they just do, like, who do you think gives you your social security, man? Like, They know you already. It's not a like, if you were born in a hospital, you're known. Like, it's just so confused to me. I'm like, yeah, like, they're not learning anything new. They literally just learn, like, they would just be following up, basically. It's just a follow-up interview. Oh. Bow, bow. And da da and da 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 da. All right, and that's other than the I'm gonna put some leaves on each one of those, and then I need to get little things going up there. And the Mark of the Beast. Oh god. Oh, have you ever seen that thing about Monster Energy drink in the Mark of the Beast? Chatters, have you ever seen that? Have you seen the lady at the convention who was like, hey, it's the Mark of the Beast, and it's like literally just Monster Energy drinks, and she's bonkers. I mean, no offense to the lady, it's just genuinely like a wild video. Any of y'all ever seen that? Oh man, sometimes someone once told me if I had an anxiety over people thinking badly of me, I must have a big ego because why would they care about me? I was just like, but bro, that made it worse. Help their anxiety, but try. No, I mean, yeah, fair. Like that's because it depends on what you're anxious about. If your anxiety is like attached to this idea, like to the sense of like human beings cared about one another, and that's like, I'm not saying nobody cares, by the way, when I say, I'm just like, when I say who are you, like for the government, I just mean like the government's a big organization. It's got a lot of other things it's worried about, you know what I mean? I was at a COD game. Ooh, Modern Warfare 2, like the newest one, or like Warzone, or what was the COD that you were playing? Yeah, we're gonna do logs again, I think. In the meantime, I'm gonna quickly go cut down this tree, actually. Had it too good for too long. And yeah, oh yeah, it was two of them. I forgot that it was like a double tree. It was like a wild little thing. Wild thing. Got all these logs. Perfect. Oh, I got a few more to get. Got another one. Uno, dos, tres. Yep, MW2, sick, dude. How you find? Actually, speaking of, how are you finding that? Just because, like I don't play a lot of Call of Duty, to be specific, but like I've kind of been, I've just been curious, just because like I'm like I like just because of how much everybody loved the first Modern Warfare 2, like it was such this like iconic game to people. So I'm wondering if this one like lived up to the hype of that or not, or if it's like. Is MW2 the one with Ghost? Yes, it's the latest Call of Duty. It's the one with Ghost Pink. It's Shaggy, this is Pink loves ghosts. Also, yeah, Ghost is in Call of Duty Ghost, as well as I think Black Ops. He's really good, but I don't have time because I got school. Fair. Well, because I also know a lot of people, there's a lot of debate around the matchmaking in it. I know that's like a big hot button issue for people who play it. What is your dream breakfast? You can have everything you want. Your only limits are 1, you must make it yourself, and 2, you have to clean up afterwards. Cup of black coffee. That's my usual breakfast, and I like my breakfast. Bap. The new one, the pink like no, I should give that more thought. I don't know. I guess if I let's see a fancier, I can make a decent eggs Benedict. It'd probably be like eggs Benedict with like not breakfast sauce, like a breakfast sausage, but not like one of the thin little breakfast, like one of those like thicker ones that are more like closer to an Italian sausage, but not quite. Just because I prefer those over the small breakfast sausages. And then maybe either poached eggs, or like eggs Florentine, or like maybe maybe just scrambled, like a bit of cheese and some like sun-dried tomatoes, added into it. And if it's just gonna be I don't like most breakfast foods, but I feel very homesick. Biscuits and gravy. See, that's the thing. Like, breakfast foods are like some of my favorite foods. I often make them for dinner because I just love, I love breakfast foods. I make them all the time. I just make Italian sausage for breakfast sausage because that's easier, understandable, and tasty. I just don't know what it's called. I think it is a type of breakfast sausage that I'm thinking of, but it's not like any other breakfast sausage that like I've had. You know what I mean? I don't know if I've ever had biscuits and gravy. To be quite honest with you, chat, I don't know if I've ever actually had it. Like, I've heard wonderful things, I've just never really had it. It's never been like an option. And for the most part, I typically just go with whatever's going. You know what I mean? Bop, bop, bop. There we go. I knew there must be one in there. Is there any others? It doesn't seem to be. Beans on toast has been my breakfast lately. Ooh, see, you know what? I'm a hot take. I don't think it's that weird. Like, I understand it's like the meme to clown on the British for having like beans and toast. I think it's not that weird. I think it's probably good. It's probably like, I've not had it, but I'm sure it's good. I genuinely, like, it sounds like it would be decent. You know what I mean? Like, it sounds like I wouldn't hate it. Like I feel like I would actually enjoy that a little bit. I'm not sure how much, but I think I would enjoy it. Like, I don't think it's bad. There's the gap, and then here's this. Alrighty then, and then bap, bap. Oh wait, my mistake. That's not how it's meant to be. Oh, that's also not how that's meant to be. Oh, I understand now. I understand now. Yes. I was re-looking at my designs and I had been doing it wrong. 1 second. I don't know though. Biscuit gravy might make me sad because I haven't had homemade sausage in years. I've also never made sausage. My dad will just make stewed tomatoes for breakfast sometimes, and I can't. That's so much acid for the start of the day. I guess. I mean, I like the little fried up tomato kind of thing. Biscuits and gravy are worth seeking out. Well, like, I know there's like a place, like there's a diner that does them. I've just never ordered them. I always want something else. It's just never something I'm like, I want that. You know what I mean? It just seems heavy. Ideally, beans on toast is hot. Yeah, I mean, like, I wouldn't want it cold. Good. I don't like beans. And that's the thing. Yeah, if you don't like beans to begin with, then that's, yeah, it's really good with cheese. See, that's what I was thinking. I felt like it'd be a good savory thing. You know what I mean? With like cheese or something added. Because I've had a piece of toast with chili before, and that was really good. Just because, like, I don't know, I wanted toast and I had it with chili. And I'm like, if it's good with chili, it's probably just good with beans as well. Walking Dead VR game. I didn't know there was a Walking Dead VR game. Who's it by? It's not Telltale, is it? Are they back? I know they were like coming back for like something, but they're not back for The Walking Dead, are they? Surely not. Surely they are not. They have not returned for The Walking Dead. That would be nutty. That would be simply bonkers. I need more stair. I need more stairs. There are 2 Walking Dead VR games. Oh my god, I'm just so behind on the times. I've fallen off, Kings. It's so true. I've fallen off. R.I.P. the Napoleon dream. As soon as you said you had toast with chili, the audio. Wow, you crazy girl. You came into my mouth. Why? My point was just like, if that's not that bad, then I can't imagine why beans would be bad with it. But everybody acts like beans on toast would be like, I don't know, a crime against humanity. And I'm like, why? Mind you, I guess in fairness, I'm not a good judge of like what will be found gross. Not in like a, oh, I'm so cool way. Just like I've eaten bugs before. So like, you know. I'm probably not like a great example. And like, listen. I'm just saying, if you're ever in the Maya, like if you're ever, like I've explained this before on stream. I was in the Maya Riviera. I was doing like stuff with the different Mayan sites and stuff like that. And while we were there, our tour guide had mentioned there was a type of termite in a specific type of tree, and that type of termite tastes like peanut butter. And he said, yeah, you want one? And he picked one up and he ate it. And I was like, and he ate another. And I was like, yeah, why not? Because when else am I going to be in that situation? When else am I going to be in that situation again? You know what I mean? It like, I just like there's no other time that's happening. Exactly. And I'm like, listen, you know what? Let's do it. And that guy was sick. I loved him. It was awesome. He was a really good guy. He was a cool guy. It was bonding. It was fun. It was enjoyable. Though I can totally understand it was gross to some people. But yeah. So the long and the short of it is L plus ratio and eat bugs, kids. You know, I think that's the takeaways, right? That's the takeaways we're going for, right? Yeah. No, Bueller. Bop. And that. And this is so difficult to do when like if it's not in creative mode, it's such like an interest, like a different thing to try to do designs on builds and stuff like that. In my opinion, at least, I don't know. I find it a little like more tricky. You know what I mean? Like it's just like a different thing you're doing. I guess I just said nothing. Whatever I just said, forget it. I don't even know why I thought that was a point. Like, I know what I was trying to say, but I don't think I got it across. We're moving on. My god. Back here, no, that up here, that up there. Some kid at my school broke open a vending machine, so kids started stealing snacks and running. Oh, some kids. I mean, you know, that's not good for legal reasons. But also, it's kind of funny. I mean, but not good. Awful. Don't do that, kids. Don't break the law. It's very unbecoming. You know, it's very not cash money of you. Don't ever do that. The Nestle Corporation will never recover. I don't know. I assume they stole a Kit Kat or something. I don't know. and it'll just be devastated. Pirate Swarmkeeper, Ranger with the Termites, ain't their pay leg. Oh my god, wait a minute, that's sick. The takeaway is eat, it makes you comfortable, and as long as you eat, sustain yourself, that's what's important. States pointedly at Nab's black coffee. What do you mean? What do you mean states pointedly? Yeah, I do. That sustains me. It's coffee. That's beans. It's like protein or something. A cheese and bag. Oh, I mean, understandable. Hey Neb, sorry if someone already asked this, but have you seen any new Bendy game yet? It looks good and makes my animation go away. The new Bendy game. What's it called? Like, is it just called Bendy game? Oh no, I've not even seen much of the original. I think if there's an original to this, it seems like there is. So yeah, 2017 Bendy and the Ink Machine. I just don't know much about it at all. It looks cool. I like the art style. Or at least the art style on the cover, like the little dude with the smile. Survival horror? Hey, yo, no! No, I have not engaged with your survival horror game. How dare you? Trying to get me murked? Trying to get me obliterated? Yeah, I know, right? Also, the new Star Wars game is getting like some footage shown off at the on December 8th for the for Games Awards. Speaking of, man, like, I don't know, how many of you have played like any of the games at the Games Awards? So, like, for those who don't know, the game's currently up for Game of the Year is Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Stray, Horizon, Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and I think there's a 6th game in there. Game of the Year 2022. Plague: A Tale of Requiem, I think, is also up. These are the only Game of the Year nominees, right? Yeah, so Plague: A Tale of Requiem, Elden Ring, God of War, Horizon Forbidden West, Stray, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Those are your current Game of the Year nominees. For those that do not know. Which, I don't know. For me, I'm like, listen, God of the War 2018 got voted Game of, like, the Decade. Like, and this is just as good as that game. So I'm like, it kind of deserves it. It's kind of like how often are sequels that good? You know what I mean? The art style. I mean, don't get me wrong, yeah, the art style looks amazing. I love the golden age of animation. I really think it's a style that needs to come back. You know what I mean? Through the mud and forcing myself to watch a Game Awards for stream giveaway. Bro. I played Stray, none of the rest because I'm broke. I'm waiting to God of War vicariously through you. I mean, it is part of the plan. Things are occurring to make that kind of happen. Namely the fact that I need to be able to capture card it. But yeah. And then edit and then everything else. Good gravy. It better be part of the plan, Nap. You got it, boss. It is. It is. Cup Show is amazing. I'm so sad. Didn't that get canceled? I feel like it did, and I remember I was very sad about it. I was like, oh man, that sucks. Cause it was such a good, like, it was such a cool animation style, you know? Steam Deck every minute at the Game Awards if you watch via the Twitch alternative. So me and my signed up because free stuff free. No, understandable. That's absolutely understandable. Best of luck to you. You have my wish of luck for whatever that is worth. Probably not much, but you know it's there at the very least. I'm wishing it for you. And I don't know, like for me, I'm just thinking like for God of War, like it's such a fantastic what do you call it, like sequel. It's just genuinely so well done and acted. But I do think I've said this before, I really think the debate in it is like what should make a video game win Game of the Year. Should it be that it is a phenomenal experience but like maybe more story driven, like God of War was? Like God of War is phenomenal for its story, its gameplay is good, but it's enough that it supports the story in a way that elevates the story. But Elden Ring is definitely the better like video game in the sense of like it's a better develop, like in my opinion. I would say it's probably, even though I don't like Elden Ring in that way. Like I don't like that kind of game. I don't like Souls games. I don't like a game that's like super difficult for the purpose of being difficult, you know what I mean? That's just not my style. It's not something I'm into in gaming, but I can recognize it as being a really it's like people who take Smash super far. It's like I can recognize the skill that takes, and I can recognize the quality of development in a game that leaves room for that skill to exist. High skill ceiling games. Is that gonna make it the best like game of the year though? I don't know. But what I was gonna say though is speaking of Smash, actually, how many of you are like aware of all the like drama going on with that for the Smash tournaments and stuff like that? Because that stuff's wacky. I don't know how anybody recovers out of that thing, like, you know what I mean? Like, for those that don't know, in fact, so there was a Smash tournament coming up called Smash World Tour that had been in the works for like nearly a year, and then like it had been going on and on and on and on. And then there was another group called like Panda, who like has been the official, like partnered with like Nintendo group to get it or whatever. But Nintendo didn't say and has reiterated that, oh, this shouldn't mean that like we're not going to give a license to like non-Panda groups to do this and all this other stuff. But it turns out that the actual guy, Dr. Allen or whatever for Panda, has been effectively going behind the scenes, strong-arming smaller tournaments to be like, yeah, no, like they're going to be canceled. They're not going to be around in 2023. You want to be in with us, etc., etc., etc. And then wouldn't you know it, like literally the eve of Thanksgiving, Nintendo sent out like, yeah, we're not going to give you guys because of health reasons, we're not giving you guys the go-ahead, even though other tournaments have used these exact same health guidelines and they have given the go-ahead to those. So it seems shady, and it seems like Panda basically through Dr. Allen was like, yeah, let's strong arm everybody else and be the only game in town, which has kind of become like the thing for that. And so it's this like whole shady thing, and like now and so then World Tour canceled, but now you have people like streamers like Ludwig showing up running his own tournament on the same day as the Panda tournament, after Panda like lost tons of its talent, and like all sorts of people, employees have been quitting left, right, and center. And it's like, dang, man's just trying to like bury that thing. He's trying to put it into the ground, which, I mean, I can't say it's not a noble thing to do. It's kind of, it's deeply messed up what happened, and any things they've tried to do to like fix the situation has been largely too little too late in some ways. Their first response was nothing, and then beyond that it's just got worse. So it's like, oh well. I like this wall design. It's gonna be the same of that up top, and then like crenellations kind of thing. I quite like this wall design. I think it's a cool wall design. I'm gonna need to like raise the towers a little bit, obviously, but like I like it. It's like ornate to a degree. It's like a lot, but like I think it's a cool design. Especially once I have like here, I'll use oak leaves for now, but like it's got, I think I might use spruce in the end, but yeah. But like, yeah, because it's gonna have like I think it'll have that in front of each, or like maybe like rose, like and maybe some flowers and stuff like that. Well, like I might what I might do is do like and that, and then also have like flowers there. It might be fully out, or might not be. Haven't fully decided, but yeah, I like it. Yo, Killer Red Dude, what's up, man? Your leaves. Why aren't your leaves transparent? I don't know. Are they meant to be? Yeah. Oh, well, I don't know. They're not. Bad. Options, video settings, quality, immersive textures on, better glass off, connected textures fancy, custom entity models, whatever. Am I missing something? Is this meant to be in here? You have to go dig it out exactly where it is in the settings. Yeah, oh, it's probably in like animation, something like that. Rain splash off. Water particles on. Water particles on. Smoke on. Is off. Sky. Trees. Fast. Probably. Nope, that didn't change anything. Don't know what that did. Anyway, don't have to do it now. I don't know. You seemed very perturbed. You seemed deeply put out by what was going on here. Video setting, details, smart, fancy. Oh, there you go. Now they're transparent. Bada bing, bada boom. Figured it out. All on my lonesome. All me, baby. All me. Oh, yeah. Vector. I'm having crisis over my walls because I've gotten used to my texture pack and now the walls are default texture. Don't look good to me. I've spent too long. I hate it now. I don't know. See, that for me, that is why I play Minecraft in like the base game model, is because I want to always build something that will just look good. You know what I mean? Like, all by myself. Wait, why do I know that? Why do I know that? What is that from? What do I know that from? Yes. Celine Dion. That, yes. Yes, that is what I was thinking of. Yes. Yes, yes. Mm-hmm. Agreed. Moving on. All right. Woo. I'll put it in design and media to see what people think. Hey, I mean, it might still look quite good. Thoughts on Christmas music? Well, my general thoughts regarding Christmas music, like, you know, just writ large, you know, I've just, you know, been like considering a few things. I've been, you know, like, wondering exactly, what I want to.
It's the most wonderful
time of the year.
With the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you
It's the most wonderful time of the year. Oh my god.
It's the
No, I'm kidding. I felt it was a little early. I actually had it prepped before stream started. I was like, no, people already have too much Christmas music probably in their life. I don't think they want all this, you know? So I was just kind of like, you know, let's just not quite yet do that. Exactly. I was like, I feel like a lot of people work in retail. Otherwise, I personally would have it on. I am very proud of it personally. I have 3 different like Bing Crosby records that I really love that are like originals and from like the 50s and 60s. I think the 60s ones are like reprints technically, but don't get my dulcet tones of my hacking. Yo. I mean, but for me, like, I'm just like original Crosby records. I just think they're cool, man. Bing Crosby is great. He's one of my favorite Christmas musicians. Is the best way to put it. Like, I mean, I like his other stuff too, but like, he's just got such a classic. In my mind, if you don't know who he is, if you've ever heard Winter Wonderland, like the song, like walking in a winter wonderland, like he's who you heard sing it. I guarantee that. I would bet so much money. Like just unreasonable amounts of moolah that is the first person or the main version of what you've ever heard for whatchamacallit, walking in a winter wonderland. Like it's his song at this point during the season. And that's the thing, is I also didn't put on the Christmas music quite yet for that reason as well. Listen, I really like Christmas, and part I really like it because of the melancholy. I enjoy that. Like, I mean, you guys know this. Napoleon loves a good tragedy. It's like my favorite kind of story is a tragedy story. I just find them very interesting and engaging. But like, to that end, I understand and appreciate Christmas is not everyone's favorite season, and that's fine. Like, it doesn't have to be. But like, to that end, because I know that I don't want to like really early on force my like, yeah, it's Christmas onto people, because like that's not what everybody wants, and it's everywhere else for them already, so it doesn't need to be here as well. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. Bah. Oh, well, now it's stuck in my head. That's my bad. Don't say that hardcore tragedy is good until you're the writer. Well, you know, I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't want this to end in tragedy. Knocked on wood. Napoleon likes Hamilton and Hades Diary. You didn't think you like tragedy already? What other musicals do you like? I wouldn't know. I haven't heard any others. Anyway, you wouldn't? Oh, okay. Well, all right. Guys, time for a quick trip to the Nether. Real quick, it'll be over real soon. Don't worry. It'll be a quick little trip. It'll just be. I just gotta pick up a few things. Just gotta pick up a few bags of things. You know, it's fine. Gotta pick up a bag of milk for Edward. Edward, I gotta ask. Do you guys have, like, that's real, right? I feel like I have asked before, but like, that is real, right? I'm not losing my mind. Like, that's an actual thing. Big old, yeah, I know it was, yeah. It's so funny to me. Not in like a bad way, not like a weird way, just like, that's quaint, that's nice. Yeah, good. I like it. I genuinely, I think it's interesting. I think it's interesting. I don't think it's like weird per se, I just think it's like, oh, that's an interesting way to do things. And in that way, I like that there's like differences in like how things are done and the like and everything like that. For me, that's like the most interesting dynamic of like Canada versus like the States type thing. Yeah, exactly. Canadian, like, but like that's so cool. I don't know. I think that's cool. Oh, it's Last Ways too? I didn't know that. I was a big gal, saw what I heard the Nether, this tree, so there. I mean, understandable. That's true. This band topic was bagged milk and color magnet or magenta because they brought up too much discourse. We are banning these topics for very specific reasons. And Baba Booey. Bap, bap. Bap. Oh man. The one thing I will, by the way, complain about to the end of my days is like there's two very big things that I will not allude to what they were, but like because I don't want anybody else to be spoiled, that I got spoiled on for God of War that I am like genuinely still kind of like pressed about. Like I'm like, especially because when I got spoiled on them, and it was literally because just YouTube videos were titled what the spoiler was, and it was like the game came out on a Wednesday and I got spoiled on like that Friday or that Saturday. You know, like it was like the game wasn't even a week old. Like it was like a day or two old, and like people put like huge like it's as if you were like 2 days after Empire Strikes Back came out, and then they were just like, oh yeah, by the way, Darth Vader, like just somebody just started going around to the movie theaters and we're like, Darth Vader's his dad, dude. Like it was like nuts. I really hate the lack of like, I don't know, and I get it. Like listen, for me, I'm like, it's not a spoiler if it's like a month has gone by, 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, or I'll say 2 weeks, you can start discussing things online openly without like worry of spoiler in terms of movies for me. And that's just in my mind because like, you know, if you really care, like if it's like a Marvel movie or something like that, like, cause it's like, okay, if you really wanted to know, like you should find some time within 2 weeks to go. Like I get it, like you might be busy, but that you can't hold up the whole world, you know what I mean? And so like for that, I've always held the opinion that I've been like, well, you know, like it'll suck. Like I'm sorry if you get spoiled and you really wanted to see this movie unspoiled, but like if 2 weeks have gone by, that's plenty of time to have gone and seen this movie. 3 if I'm being generous. But like, if you haven't, that's on you, man. That's on you. Like, oh, my friends couldn't get together. I mean, yeah, that sucks. But like, if you really were like, oh, I don't want to be spoiled, then like, I'm sorry, but that's part of the ball game, man. That's part of the thing. So you gotta work that into whatever you're doing. And if you don't, that's tough. That's tough. I'm sorry. Look at my Canadian milk fact. You've told me about your homo milk before. That's not, which sounds so, I'm sorry. That I don't know, why am I sorry? It's not, I didn't even say anything bad. I'm just repeating what you have said, but it feels like a bad thing. Good googly moogly, man. Good googly moogly. Okay, placed everywhere but where I wanted it. That was cool. That was wild. And place that, and we'll place that. Oh wait, no, that's one. Bap, ba, boo, e, ba, ba. Black sheep. Have you any wool? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3 bags full. Oh, God. Yes, but now, I got you to say it. Oh, my God. I don't think Nat deserves the opportunity to talk about death in literature sense, so he just has to never die ever. Oh, my God. I didn't actually know you saw it last time. I did. I just avoided saying it. Oh, my good gracious. I was like, not the homo, man. Oh, man. All right, that's what I need for this. You know what I realized, by the way? So like recently I've been looking over, because as you guys can see from the sub goal, it's like some IRL content and all that other stuff, and I'm still planning on like potentially doing that, like kind of like Lego stream or whatever, where we just build Legos and chat and the like, and it's super fun. But in doing so, like I found some old sets and I'm like, oh, I'd love to like rebuild this. I still have the instructions and all these other things, so I'm like, that'd be great, that'd be cool, they'd be awesome. awesome possum. But like, while I'm still considering it and stuff like that, Lego stream, I know, right? I'm sitting there, one of my fake mustaches, my cat brushed against my face, and oh my god, did my message send? I don't see it. But what I was gonna say was I've recently been looking over this old Star Wars Lego head, and I'd forgotten. So like, there was this thing, like, I used to think about how like absolutely insanely cool it was, like that the clones in the Clone Wars TV show like had all these like different colors for the different like legions they were part of, or like, you know, decals on their like armor to like give themselves some sort of like sense of self and all this other stuff. But like, you know, I just thought it looked sick. So I as a kid, and it doesn't even look bad, but I remember, so like I would take all these early like phase 1 clone armored clone troopers that came with these Lego sets, because it was before they started making them like varied with like color. Like now they have colors attached to them now, like that's part of it. It didn't used to be that way. So like it was just, they were all like pure white armor or whatever, and I would just take I would take like different colored Sharpies to them to make them be like different colors for different legions and the like, you know what I mean? My Wi-Fi sputtered out, and I don't know if my Christmas music rule thing is sent. Nope, the last thing you said that I can see is just big mistake, which was right after I see normally the mindset, oh no, it's a simple texture pack, it's fine. Big mistake. Yeah, I don't see it. You might have to resend it before having miniatures. No, but like I was just like, I would work away with like a little Sharpie to make them look like different clone troopers, like of the 501st Legion and all these other things, and make them their own, like give them like little personalities and stuff like that. And I still to this day think it kind of looks good on a few of them. Some I definitely messed up, and some of the like the red ones have definitely faded and stuff like that. So it's like, I don't know, it's funny in a lot of ways, but I like it a lot. I don't know. I just think it's like this cool little thing, and it was like this nice little nostalgia burst to see that on them again. You know what I mean? Like it's just like one of those silly little. I remember I showed one of my friends, it was like elementary school or whatever, and they were like, "That's so cool," because like it was cool. But then I remember one of my other friends totally did not think. They were like, "You've ruined him." I was like, "No, I didn't. He looks cool." Oh my god. I just remember just the deadpan, "You've ruined it." And I was like, "What do you mean? He looks sick. He's awesome. Why are you being mean to me?" And by that, and I still stand by that. I still stand by that, TJ. His name's not TJ. I just picked a name. You playing 40K again? Well, I don't play 40K. I play like I don't play the Warhammer. That I play the Total War Warhammer game, which is like a what do you call it? It's what's the word I'm looking for? It's like the Age of Sigmar is what it's called. And in that I typically bounce between like Bretonia, or I'll occasionally play what do you call it? Pure BD. Oh, Pure BD is so good, man. That's such an iconic. Oh man, that's such an iconic texture pack. But I can totally understand how that makes things look totally different when you like take it off. But yeah, and I usually play those, or I'll occasionally play like the green skins, or like the Vampire Coast, stuff like that. Because I mean, who doesn't want to play like vampire pirates? That's just sick. That's just awesome. You're telling me you don't want to be a vampire, like an undead pirate? They have a giant mech that's a ship. It's just a giant, like, brought to life skeletal ship that like just has like a revolving cannon gun. That's amazing. It's cool and old, I think. Yeah, oh, Pure BD Craft? Yeah, it's quite an old pack. I don't even know if it's updated to the modern. Is it updated to, because I remember that was like when Tekkit 2 came out, people were like, it's not the same because it doesn't, like, it feels like it needs Sphax, and like, I don't know if they updated for that. Like, I feel like it didn't end up updating for that, and so people were like, rip. Big rip for the community, and I was like, yeah, it sucks. Just because it's such like an iconic part of that, like of that whole, I don't know, culture? Is culture even the right word for that? Probably not. It's not really a culture, it's just a game. It's super updated, but is it updated to the mods? Like, is it updated to the mods textures? You know what I mean? Like Tekkit 2's mods, and is it then supported by that? Like, is the question. Like, I know it's updated for base Minecraft, but I don't think it works for the mods currently. You can apply it to whatever. I don't know, man. I just remember reading about it. Because will it work with the launcher though? Or the modded blocks? Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think it has textures for the modded blocks, and then also I don't know if it'll apply to the Tekkit what do you call it, launcher. Will it? Did you ever watch any of the from the Oxcast? I'm currently, because they're so popular that I watched. Can't seem to find anyone who has. Oh yeah, that's who I originally watched for Tekkit, man. That's actually the Shadow of Israfel. I remember watching ages ago. I think it was already over by the time I started it, but I remember that was like how I first heard about like Minecraft and stuff like that. Bop, bop. User packs in the game, not the launcher. No, I know that's where you apply them, but I don't know. Like, for some reason, I remember reading that Minecraft Tekkit 2 does not work with the current Sphax, and they needed something changed for it to work. And there's no textures for any of the what do you call it? For any of the mod equipment, which would just look weird. Rewatching Moon Quest. Ah, man, I can understand why. Okay, I need a little bit more cobble. Little bit more cobble. There is no more cobble. I need to find some cobble. Cobble, 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 cobble. Yeah, here is some cobble. Here is some. Oh, I needed that copper for other project that is upcoming. Ah, man, sick. This looks. I really like the design for this wall. I think it's a great like base design. It's such a long process to build though. Like, I think, I don't know. It's something I probably should have been doing from the jump. Maybe, I don't know. Well, it's not totally true. It's just a bit of a pain because it's so much scaffolding and stuff like that. And then I need to that and bap. Perfect. I think that is actually minus the leaves. Yes, there we go. That is also the other thing. Scaffolding, a pain, but boy howdy does it collapse easy. I do think it's worth it just for like how easy cleanup becomes with it. Though that can also be a problem when you're trying to use it, because sometimes you'll accidentally hit it and break a bunch and you'll be like, no, I didn't mean to do that. So that can be a bit of a pain, but otherwise I do think it's pretty useful. Writ large. A pain, but not the worst, you know? We're annoyed about that. Yeah, I think that is what it is. That sounds about right. But I mean, mind you, that's like because Sphax did special textures for the original Tekkit. So like, it's what people are used to when playing Tekkit. I like it. It needs the green still on the bottom, but I like it. I think it's a cool wall. It needs crenellations at the top. It needs the little green bits at the bottom added in, which, speaking of, you know, here, I'll go to that. I think I do prefer it as little sticks. I think I do prefer it as just that, personally. Here, let me get some shears. Moving outwards, but scaffolding for height. Understandable. Really? It's fill up already? Wap. Wap. Wap, 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 wap. Series is not Tekkit, so I don't know if I saw mod blocks textures. Makes no sense. It was because Sphax is so synonymous with Tekkit. Feed the beast. Understandable. Yep. Oh man, I really do think that like I've been giving Tekkit 2 some space to like work out some of its kinks, because it seemed to have a few problems based at its launch, and then once all that's kind of settled, I'm hoping to actually dive into that as a series. And just in general, like, I don't know, I want to set some like more solid. I didn't do the whole like growth goals last year because I don't know, I feel like that's a weird thing to like put on as like pressure, or not even pressure, just like a weird thing, you know? And so I really do think that it's gonna be interesting to like get a chance to actually dive into some things, because I'm hoping to get a bit more free time to do that in the like coming new year and everything like that. It's also weird that I'm coming up on 2 years of this. Like I've almost been doing this for 2 years. That is wild. Like that blows me away. I don't know. I didn't think I'd necessarily do this for 2 years. Like I don't know how long I'd do this for per se, but I didn't think it'd be like consistent every Monday, Friday, 2 years of my life. Just stream it like that. Just, I don't know. It's not something you necessarily think of when you start it. Like you think, oh yeah, this will be fun. But I don't know, it's been a lot of fun. Like, it's genuinely been a joy. I've met some really cool people. I've done some really awesome things. Wait until you hit 3. I mean, yeah, like I don't have any intention of stopping. Like this has just been like this has just been genuinely fun, and I hope to just kind of grow more, just because like I really enjoy like the sense of community that this has brought. Like it's just, I don't know, it's fulfilling in a lot of ways. That's like just fun and interesting and cool and pog. But yeah. Nice. Yes, it's pretty solid. And then with like Blackstone crenellations kind of thing, or not Blackstone, Deep Slate crenellations at top. I think they could turn out pretty bog. In fact, we're gonna cut down some trees real quick to do that. Wait till you hit 8. Wait till I hit 10. I mean, Jacksepticeye only just hit 10, which is crazy. Like that's how. Like 10 years is a long time, man. I hadn't realized. I mean, like I know that's a dumb thing to say, but it's a really long time to be doing something. Who knows where we'll all be in 10 years, chatters? Who knows? I want to be famous. That's a joke. I don't think fame's for me. I think niche community on the internet that's quite tight knit is more for me. It's more my speed. It's more what I'm looking to do. Of 10 years, I figured he'd been going for longer. No, yeah, no, because he only started back, yeah, like 2012, realistically, I'm pretty sure, yeah. And then he only really started to take off, I think, in like what, 2013, 14, when like PewDiePie shouted them out. Or did that happen in 2012? I feel like the shout out happened in 2013. Because that's not taken away. I don't mean that in a way of like take away Jack's success. I mean like he built like. A lot of people got that shout. That's the thing that I've never understood. So many people are like, oh yeah, you got a shout out from people. I'm like, that shout out was for like 30 channels. 30 channels got a shout out in that. Like, I mean, none of those other ones got it this big. There's something about Jack that is what caused him to get this big. You know what I mean? Community is very nice, but also face value docs yourself a TwitchCon. Yeah, that's true. It's also, yeah, well, I guess, I mean, at this point on the internet, like 100,000's big. Like, don't worry, that's huge. Like, I genuinely think that's a couple years away. Like maybe like 2 or 3 probably years away of like solid like work. But like, there's a lot of people with 100,000. Like, you know what I'm just like, what I mean by that is like, it means the community be quite large, but like in terms of interaction, but it would be small enough that you could still have interaction. Like, there's YouTubers who are at 1 million who are like, yeah, I wish I was like at 100,000, I still had like that sense of like it being a community. You know what I mean? Of like it still being like people that I know and all these other things and the like. My big streamer chat. Oh, my chat preying on my downfall. Nap, no, don't grow, please. No. I mean, don't get me wrong. It certainly changes. And yeah, that's the other thing. I think it depends on how. But like, I like a bit of both. I like being in big streamer chat. Like, I think it depends on the streamer. I think the streamer. I think like the streamer needs to make a effort to keep his chat in line, or their chat in line, I should say. Sorry. I was just thinking about me. In terms of like, if you don't want to totally lose control or lose like a sense of it being like your chat kind of thing, I think like the effort for that needs to be made, if that makes sense. Like you can't just expect it to stay as just like, oh yes, this will be my chat, this is how it is. Like, no, you gotta make it like, no, we're not accepting this kind of spam, etc. Like, you gotta adhere to the rules and the like, and I don't want a bunch of spam, etc. But also, spam's fun at times. It can be really hype to have like 100 people in a room like just start spamming emotes or whatever. You know what I mean? The gang, because if you get that big, we could become a mysterious force. Oh my god, the shadow government of the gang. I just lock that. I make it a locked role, a locked channel. It just becomes a shadow organization. Just like, yes, from the shadows, we dictate what games shall be played. Oh my god. Imagine. Oh man. Actually, I mean, to be honest, I was considering, I don't know how much longer, like, the gang role will exist. Just because, like, I mean, it really hasn't been used. I don't even think there's been a message in there for over, like, a month. I think the last message was in October in that chat. And like, if it's not really in use, I don't really, like, there's a lot of channels in that Discord. I don't think it needs to be cluttered with like, with that if it's not gonna be used. You know what I mean? Because it is a community Discord. It's not like I know we're small, but it's not technically like a private Discord type thing. I try to keep it like somewhat managed. I had a message there today. How would I know that? Yo, just my fave. Thanks so much for the follow. Oh man, solid musician, great musician. I've seen, and of the streams I've seen, he's pretty good. He's pretty funny. But genuinely, oh man, I like his guitar licks. He's pretty solid. But welcome. Thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Right, Edward. If I go there and it is a message from during stream, Edward, words will be had. Words will be had. Unless it is you literally ringing an alarm bell to be like, hey, yo, this place might be going under. Please, we gotta use it. Because listen, it's a use it or lose it world, my friend. It's a use it or lose it world. Oh my god, the message is 1 minute old. Oh my god. Oh, yeah, we still use it, please. FOV, what's it? It should be 90, I'm pretty sure. Yep, 90. I have an FOV of 90. There's a reason for that. Is that I don't want to hear it if you think it's a weird FOV. I like it. I think it's a good FOV. taking me up on that. Taking me up on what? What do I offer? I just said it's use it or lose it, which just means like use. Yeah, if you use it, then there's no. Yeah, I'm never gonna get rid of it if it's being used, man. My world, oh, my poor world. My FOV is 69. Ah, man, what would 69 even look like? Oh, it's 69. Oh, that's 69. Oh, that's so weird. Oh, that's so weird. I mean, no offense, like I don't mean that in a bad way. I just, oh. Nah, man, I gotta use 90. I just love, I like 90. 70 is normal. No, it's not. It's weird. It's freakish. Wait, do you guys not use it? Just like subtext available now if you Prime. So true, King. So true. I mean, at this point, that's slowly morphing into just where I go and spout things that I want to say, but have no one in my household to tell it to. In terms of like books, I've literally only gone there because I've been shooed away by my roommate to be like, I can't listen to this right now, and I'm like, okay. You know who has to listen? My Discord has to listen. It's the normal dude. No, it's not. it's freakish and awful. Oh my god. My screenshot to look good. I mean, I guess understandable. I use no. Oh man, couldn't be me. I don't even think I could play that. I must have used that at some point. I'm sure I did at one point or another use the quote unquote normal FOV. I just, at this point, I can't imagine. That just seems ludicrous and not the oddest. Luda. It calls itself normal. Edward. Oh my god. Nap, how I'm baffled. How am I in the gang chat? Wait, what? Now I'm baffled. How am I in the gang chat? You probably requested it at some date. I don't have the role. Oh, anybody can see and interact in that. The role is not like, yeah, I didn't tie the chat to a role. Anybody can interact in the gang. It was a role at a time, just so like if you want to be able to be pinged, like you can get added to that role. So that like, because if you put @gang in the Discord, then it pings anybody who has that role. You know what I mean? So it's just if people want to be like made aware of what's going on, like, or want to be able to. I did not get enough wood at all. That was a fool's errand on my part. Yeah, I guess it's just whatever you're used to as well. Like I'm just very used to the 90 FOV. And so because of that, I'm just like, yeah, that's just, I can't use anything else at this point. It's the same way, like for me, my run button is Alt. Like left Alt is what I press for running, or for sprinting. Like I don't do Shift, and then Control is, like left Control is how I zoom. Shift is V. Interesting. See, for me, my hand sits. Nab, you're a monster. No, I'm not. My hand sits at the far left side of the space button, so I just have to shift it over ever so, like my thumb, just ever so slightly. My thumb has to just move back and forth between the space. Like I can be pressing, and it's Alted, and then it's pressed again. Like it's just a slight movement of my thumb over to my left on how my hand sits. With my pinky sits on my control. You know what I mean? Use your pinky? No! My pinky's on control. You're missing the point where why would I want to my pinky is dedicated to comedic effect. That's what my pinky does. My pinky does this and this. And that's it. Nothing else. I set my swimming up to be E. What? And then yeah, E's inventory for me. R. Oh yeah, R is also what I use. I use R for like my Q switches to my 1. Like I don't have 1 on the number keys to be my number 1 slot. Q is 1 because I always have my sword in Q, or in the first slot, and then R is my button for throwing items out. So the point is, you play the game and then Napoleon happens away. Yeah, exactly. That's crazy. No, it's not, because listen, no, think of it this way. The amount of times I've like fat fingered and like went to go hit 1 to change to my like first hand, and I've hit Q instead and thrown the object in my hand out of my hand. Is or like pulling off the one to like throw my sword out of my hand. Like it's just there's very rarely a reason I'll want to use the drop button. And so I've made it the button that I have to consciously think, so R, to go to use. Because otherwise, why would I ever want to do that? I never want to like misclick, throw something else so it like goes in lava. Like that just seems awful. And then F switches that. That's normal, I'm pretty sure. What's G? G's that. Create a group. No, I don't need any of that. Oh, P's public stuff. Oh yeah, no social interactions. A lot of people don't know there's the social interaction menus, by the way, that you can like mute people in Minecraft's like actual UI. But yes, Garlic, that absolutely is the point. I do play it my way. Keep on, I don't think that's your zoom. Ew. Yeah, controls my zoom. I keep my sword in 9, trident in 8. So see, I almost always actually, if I have it how I truly and typically want it, I don't have the axe there. I have I would have it like that, and that's just because I use mouse wheel occasionally to go like that between those two, and like that, and then I mouse wheel off of it to like stop. I got my friends calling me and saying for using mouse sensitivity to the max. I can't imagine, man. Yeah, I think if you can use the mouse sensitivity at the max, that's good. Like genuinely, that just means you have good reaction time. Like my speed of mouse, like that sensitivity is not even. I think I have it low, or maybe it's on normal. No, it's not video. It would be controls, mouse settings. Yeah, I just have it to 100%. Yeah, I think that, yeah, that's all I have. Like, I just have it to the normal amount, like just the normal amount of whatever. Is Vein mine in modded and zoom in regular and ability and get? Oh my god. Oh, also my F5 is my 4th mouse button. So like my mouse has like a forward and back button. You know how it's like go forward, go back, like on like a web page or whatever. The go back button is how I cycle through F5. I don't have an F5 button. Like the F5 button is on my mouse. So that way I can go just very quickly. Versus having to take my hand off the mouse to go hit F5 or like break my hand. Because my control is where the zoom is, and I want to be zoomed when I'm doing this. I'm just now realizing I've never actually explained how I've set up my like Minecraft keybinds. I feel like I've never actually told chat that. Well, congrats, chatters. Now you know a secret. You know my deep dark secrets. I know a lot of people have mice with 6 buttons on them. Oh yeah, and that's more for MMOs. And I don't normally use them either. Well, actually, I tend to set the backspace button on my mouse, so the bottom closest to the bottom of the mouse kind of thing. I tend to either in some game, like in games like COD or something like that, I'd make that like my like pistol whip / melee. Like that's what I'd make that. Oh yeah, I was getting trees. I was like, what am I doing down here? So like that way I can like quickly melee or whatever in like Apex or anything like that. Like that's my quick one-off melee. I don't wear armor. I mean, I'm in hardcore, so I gotta have to wear armor. Otherwise, I don't tend to wear armor too often in Minecraft. Just because I like having my skin on display, you know? It's a challenge. I mean, that's fair. It's kind of cool that you use it as a challenge. Apex default ability, alt and alt to the mouse 3 and 4 buttons. So sometimes I use with the Z, and ability Q is not hard to get, so I don't bother. Understandable. FPS stuff because I grew up using that. See, yeah, for me, control, like I just never really got into console stuff just because I didn't own one. And so for me, like any kind of like console stuff is so weird. Like looking around with like the two joysticks, I hate. It's genuinely so weird for me. Like I'm just so used to like a mouse that like wherever I'm like pointed is where it's gonna go, and not like trying to like angle with the camera and then also move with a different joystick. You know what I mean? I too have my skin on display. Yeah, see? Wait, why is there a smile at the... that makes it seem heinous. That makes it seem dark and disturbing. For some reason, the smile adds like this layer. Like, I too have my skin on display. Smile. Oh, yes. Oh, I think I'll be having you for dinner tonight. Billy, when I hit the back button, I was like, oh. Oh my gosh, that's kind of funny though. I kind of love it. I love trying to learn a new keybind set for games like that though, where you just go like, oh, and like absolutely throw something out you did not in the slightest mean to. That's so funny to me. No, I'm just fruity, bruh. That's what some might call a bruh moment. You think bruh moment has been added to the dictionary? You think Oxford Dictionary has defined bruh moment? I hope they have. I hope poggers is in the dictionary somewhere. It should be, you know? I've said it, and if I've said it, then it's law. That's the Napoleon difference, man. I just dictate what is and is not gonna be law. Okay, this is gonna be easier. Can I just... Okay. I know I missed one. Okay, I missed two. Bop, bop, bop. Oh, now I'm gonna need some deep slate out here. See, I told you we'd hit kind of like chill vibes for a portion of the stream. I told you there'd be some chill vibes. Is this not chill? Is this not chill? We discuss Minecraft keybinds. Speaking of skin, let's talk about medieval. Oh my god. Something Edward. Good lord. I gotta go nap. Adios. Have a good rest of your stream. Tell me what you think about my wall text next time I see you. That's all from Dragon, folks. Bye, Dragon. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night, dude. I hope you have a great week. See you Friday. Or, well, hopefully see you Friday. Oh man. Oh, by the way, chatters, I'll probably because I'm gonna probably I did in fact get a firm talk into and was informed I will not be allowed to be I will probably have to take the Monday immediately after Christmas off from streaming. Apparently I got the 23rd though. I'm solid on the 23rd. We're still streaming on the 23rd. I was informed no, I would not be allowed to. They were like, no, family time. I was like, welcome back, Pink. But yeah, so we're gonna go pretty close up to the moment, but yeah, family time. I know, right? Bring family to Minecraft. Oh my god. A simple solution. No, I think not. Yeah, I'll have them all join stream. Yeah, that sounds like just an award-winning idea, Pink. That sounds great, you know? I will simply bring them all onto stream. I'll be like, hello, chatters, this is the Napoleon clan. We are all Napoleons at heart. To dox yourself? Oh, so true. So true, King. But yeah, no, I mean, like, I get it. I mean, yeah, I guess I should probably, like, I can probably take a day off or whatever of the scheduled, like, Monday, Fridays. I just don't like losing them. I guess I could just do one in the week instead. But, like, I don't know, like that Wednesday. Maybe I could do a Wednesday stream that week. That'd be cool. That'd be pretty sick. That'd be pretty poggers. No, I'm here for Deep Slate. I don't even know why I'm looking in that chest. Step Down has been playing 30 plus games of League of Legends. Oh my god. I mean, good. Well, correction. He hasn't really stepped down. That's the thing. I will say about that. Listen. They're like, oh, they've not said what capacity he still is a part. They've just said what capacity he's not, and he is still a majority shareholder, so it's not really removed him. He's just not publicly facing anymore. So it's a lot of too little too late is my takeaway on that kind of situation. But I digress. And that'll probably be good. Nap, a trap question? Is your mom pretty? I mean, why would that be a trap question? Yeah. Like, good for her. She like, yeah, she looks nice. What's the trap question about this? Becoming your stepfather? I mean, no, not gonna say it. No, let's just not. You know what, Napoleon? You don't need to. It's for the better. It's for the best. What does that mean? That means I had thought of a retort and I am thinking better of it and not to say it. I have decided that I will show restraint and in fact do not need to say what came to mind, and that would not be nice and I should not say that. Yeah, pretty well, exactly. Yeah, I was just like, you know what? Let's just not. Let's hold that back. Yo, Dark Fox Girl, thank you so much for the follow, man. I appreciate it. Sorry, Dark Fox Girl of 390. The numbers, they're deeply important. Deeply important. Oh my god. But hope you're doing well. Hope life's been treating you well. Gee whiz. Nice is overrated anyway. Yeah, but it is kind of the brand, man. I am gonna cover up this side probably, but I will say it doesn't look terrible. Like with the red dot, like it's not like an awful thing until you get close to look at. But it's gonna have two sides to that wall. The other side's gonna look different. It's not gonna look as intense, but you know. Southern gentleman. Well, sure, why not? What do you mean? I genuinely do not know what you're referring to. Like genuinely, I don't see it. I just do not understand what you mean. Yeah, like I genuinely have no idea what you mean. I don't see it. I really don't. Bye, Gilliran! Hope you have a wonderful week, dude. Hope it is Big Pog. I'm being gaslit. Oh my god. You are being gatekept. You are being girl boss. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh wait, no, I didn't get the thing. Gee whiz, I need to get I'm just gonna bring it up here so I don't have to worry about going back up and down a bunch. And we'll set that in there and that in there. And grab that. No. Oh man. So, chatters, do you think you'll go goblin mode before 2022 ends? You know, as the Oxford English Dictionary says, you know, goblin mode is the word of the year, so it must be that, you know, some of us must surely go goblin mode before this year ends. We don't want to make Oxford a bunch of liars and ne'er-do-wells. That would be very unbecoming on their behalf. So, you know, we don't want that. No. That would be horrendous. That would be simply atrocious. And you know, we can't have that. We just simply, we cannot, you know? And like oh wait, no, that's gonna be way too low. Jeez. Does this need to go up another? And I'm an idiot. I think it might. And then I'll have to retread this. All right, well here, we're just gonna go up another for now, and I'll retread it all later, because otherwise that's like a lot of work. No, come on! Oh my god, I gotta go down there to get the stone I need. Good gravy! Where's young gravy when you need him? I don't know what he'd do in this situation, but come on. I've never been in goblin mode. You're right, I forgot there was an accent redemption. I'm Fey mode. Fey mode. Wait, you say you've never been goblin mode? What in the Sam hell do you mean? You are the definition. What do you mean? I have never met someone who has been more the audio of my trinkets has never described another human person more so than yourself, Pink. Oh, I've never not been goblin. My mistake. I thought it said I've never been goblin mode. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't learn how to read. I didn't see your double negative. My mistake. Jeez. Oh, golly, Miss Laverne. Did you type 4 instead of 3? Perhaps learn to type, you know? Okay, everyone makes mistakes. Yeah, you just did. I just watched you make one. L. Get obliterated. Absolutely incinerated. I thought Nap was talking to me for a second because Pink said, oh yeah, no, sorry. I mean, Edward, in fairness, you have your goblin mode moments. I'm not gonna lie. You have certainly been goblin mode at different intervals. It's not like a consistent thing. Like where it would surprise me if you stopped being goblin mode. But it's definitely not like it's certainly not, you know, like a wild interpretation. It's not like I'm like, that's crazy. Edward, goblin mode? No, couldn't be. You must be thinking of somebody else. Like it's not out of the realm of possibility in my mind. I mean, jokes on you, Pink. L, that was actually intentional, and it was all for comedy and comedic effect. L. Is that how I wanted that? I feel like it's not. I feel like I wanted that to be a deeper. I feel like I wanted this to go deeper than it does. Whatever. We'll do it this way. Why? No, that's not even the way that I want it to face. Why must you insult me? Please. Regards to the personification of I need a box for my trinkets, I need you to know that in my middle school, high school, I had a trash necklace. What does that mean? What does that even mean? Let's really analyze this for a second. What in God's green earth does that mean? You had a trash necklace. Like what? Puka shells? What do you mean? I think everyone in the 90s had one of those. That's right, L. I'm saying you went to high school in the 90s. L. Old. L. Pink is more likely to display the trinkets than hide them in a box, not gonna lie. Some of my nicer friends would try to make it sound like a cool thing and call it a crow necklace, like I would find shrines and put them on it. Oh my god. I like that your friends were like, let's try to at least clean up the image of this a little bit. It's not a you know what, did they go into marketing? They should've. It's not a trash necklace, it's a crow neck. I swear to God, if you made a TikTok of that, if you made a TikTok being like, here's your easy crow necklace, and like you like really hammered on like at the opening of how like cool crows are, people would absolutely like jump on that as a trend. I guarantee it. You would get the right people on that trend. You'd get the people who are like that is a trend that TikTok would adore. They'd be like, my god, it's so chic. I'm not saying yours wasn't, I'm just saying that I think that trend would happen. Maybe yours was very chic, you know? Who's to say? Where is my water? There it is. Yabba-dabba-doo, gabba-da-gool, bibbidi-babba-da-boo. Sorry, MJ, that was a definite trend. What? I never mentioned to you. What was a trend, huh? Do I want those crenellations to go a little deeper on the like dip bit? The part that like dips down. Do I want that to go a little deeper? Kind of. Because it kind of just looks like a black like blob at the top right now. But if it went a little deeper, like if it just went one more deep on it, well, no, it can't go one more deep actually. It can't unless I raised it 2, and that's just unreasonable. I mean, that doesn't look bad. I don't know. I feel like it needs something. Maybe like a cap. Oh, maybe like smooth stone on top of each of the like solid bits. You know what I mean? Like maybe if I put smooth stone on top, like here, what's that? Let me just try that. Let me see what that looks like. Because that might actually look a lot better. No. All right, so I did not grab any. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my mind. I hate just not having the ability. Like I hate building in not creative mode, man. Creative mode is so much easier. Life is just easier that way. This is pain. This is pain for me. I like it with the dark. Or you could use some dark wood. Dark wood might work as well, especially because it's an outer wall. I'm thinking just like the little light cap gives it like a breakage to it a bit better. I mean, we'll see what that looks like here. 1 second. It's not. Oh my god, I hate everything. It's not boiled or whatever the heck it needs to be. Smelted. Whatever. I hate this. I hate everything. Life is pain. This is pain. Boiled. I meant smelted. You know what? I'm actually just gonna go tear up some of that smooth stone down there. I'm gonna use that. I don't got time for all of this. I don't got time. Give now me. Give. This is your emperor is requisitioning this. I placed it. I can requisition it. No questions. Stone would maybe be too gray. Yeah, and that's the thing. You're possibly right with that. I'm thinking you might actually have some. Now that I think, let me go grab a log of dark oak. Like the more that I think about the dark oak suggestion you had, like I kind of like that. And also, I think just like some extra like little odds and sods on the top, like every so often a lantern holder, like a little lantern holder would also do wonders for it. You also steal things you didn't place. Like what? Like what? Name 5 things. Wow, this seems to be how we lose statues to history. Yeah, I mean, it was more war that we lost. Yeah, the Colosseum too. Parts to the Colosseum. But yeah. I mean, actually, funny enough, what's interestingly, like, it's currently in the news, and like here's the thing. There's legitimate, like, gripes that can be had with regards to, like, museum. Like, I think there's certainly, how do I phrase this? It's an ongoing debate that I think is simplified in the public domain for the sake that it is, that I disagree with to an extent of how simplified it is made in the public domain as to who and what museum ought to control or own whatever artifacts it does or do not. That whole debate aside, because currently, like, Egypt's, like, back at it again, being like, hey, the Rosetta Stone, give it back, England, which is a nonsensical argument for a number of reasons. All right, listen, there's legitimate gripes to be had with when it comes to other artifacts. Like, for instance, Greece has a very legitimate claim to the fact that British Museum does have stolen objects from them. The Rosetta Stone's arguably the, like, only one of the few items the British Museum truly should own, because of, for 2 reasons, or for three reasons really. One, they didn't take it from Egypt, they took it from the French. It was war requisitioned after beating Napoleon. It was actually Napoleon, it was Homeboy who took it from Egypt. 2, it's actually not a remarkable stone. The Rosetta Stone is actually only famous because it is in a museum. Because of the scholarly work. What makes it historically relevant is the work done with it. There's 28 other identical Rosetta Stones. The Rosetta Stone was created and put in every Egypt village in every city in Egypt. It's not a remarkable find. We know of 28 other identical copies that exist that are all in Egypt currently. Most not even removed from their original spots because nobody needs them. The reason the Rosetta Stone's worthwhile is because it was worthwhile to academics in Europe at the time, who then were able to translate hieroglyphics into into Greek and then into French, into English and the like. The Rosetta Stone's point of interest is the fact that it was in a museum. And that's what makes it worthwhile in terms of history. And it's not worthwhile to history for any of the reasons it was in Egypt. So it's art, and also it was a war concession to Britain. They didn't take it from Egypt. So it's not really like, it's not a stolen artifact like that. And it's, yeah, like the Mona Lisa, exactly like the Mona Lisa. But yeah, and also it's just, the reason it's relevant is because it's in a museum. And the reason that it's in that museum specifically is because it was given as term of reparation, which makes it not a colonial conquest for Britain. Was it taken by a colonial conquest of France? Yes, that's perfectly, well, actually it was gifted originally to the academics who went along with Napoleon, because at the first the Egyptians quite liked Napoleon. They liked that he was getting rid of the Ottomans, and that gets into a whole, actually that's my very first TikTok. My very first TikTok details Napoleon, and it's on my YouTube channel as well, is Napoleon's, I must sound different in that. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if I sound different in that. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. I have no idea. Yo, Ghosty, thank you so much for the follow, dude. If you're looking to study art, technique, and ability, but it's pretty enough. Yeah, fair. Minute history, baby. Yeah, it's like 1 minute history of like a conquest of Napoleon. And then I was like, hey, I don't think this is gonna do anything for me. So I ended up not going anyways with it. I think I only ever did that one. You sound very different. Let's go. All right, there's those ones, and then let's do these. And I need to make a crafting table up here, and And then bop, bop, bop. And then grab the water bucket. It's like a Canadian Heritage Minute? I'm sure. I mean, it was about Napoleon Bonaparte, but yeah. And his work and efforts in Egypt. All right, which do we prefer? Okay, well, the dark oak is more in the color palette and keeps it like in line in terms of like, that just kind of makes it look a bit more tall. Like from back here, I personally can't really tell that it's a total discoloration. Like I can't tell that it's a totally different block on top. It does make them more pronounced though, which I do like. That I can tell is a different block. I'm leaning towards the dark oak, I think. I feel like the smooth stone might be just a little too much, and I like that the dark oak's adding the height and is making the crenellation look a bit more, like, intense, for lack of a better word. As well, additionally, dark oak fencing can be added at different points, like along either the towers or whatever, to add additional, like, detailing, and it would not clash. And this is an outer wall, so it makes sense for it to have wooden embattlements attached. Or wooden caps instead of like what would be more arguably resource heavy to make stone caps. Looks out of place. Yeah, it kind of does. It's not totally out of place in the sense that it's kind of like, I feel like if I did the granite, maybe it would look more in place because it'd just be a repeat of like another color that exists on the wall. But I think writ large, I do prefer the dark oak. And also, yeah, that does leave open if I ever want to add little like canopies or the like to certain areas. Supports for roofs. Yeah, and but also if I want to use dark oak fences to like hang lanterns from and the like. All right, well, I'm gonna grab this and then go put these back. I just wanted to know. I wanted to know if it would be good. Sometimes you know what? Why am I doing it that way? Why wouldn't I just? Why am I being such an idiot? Why wouldn't I just a Baba and Booey? You know, like now I'm getting so much more mileage. Now I'm getting the mileage out of it. You know, I'm really moving up in the world. And now we run. If only you did that for the rest of the floor. No, that's... Listen, we're an empire of luxury, you see. Using slabs on there. No, we're an empire of luxury, you see. We just, you know, we intentionally make things as exorbitantly expensive as possible. Call me decadent. I am calling you and myself decadent. I mean, if this is, like, that's the thing. If this is meant to be the capital city, like, I don't think shortcuts should be needed. You know what I mean? It's meant to be the capital. So I just think it makes sense that, like, you know, it would be a full block instead. I just think thematically it makes sense for it to not be. Like, we're not using slabs here, we're using full blocks because we got the money to use a full block. The coffers runneth full. I've actually never played Skyblock, fun fact. Like, it's a survival game in Minecraft that totally exists, has a huge community around it, people love it. I've never played it. I've never even, like, attempted, I'm pretty sure. Maybe, I must have once or twice, but, like, it's just never been something of interest to me. I mean, I think it's really cool, don't get me wrong. For people who can do really well with it, I think it's amazing. But I just feel like I don't know that side of Minecraft very well, like how to like make redstone farms to be just like, I don't know efficient Minecraft. I really don't. It's like the least Minecraft thing I've ever, like, in my mind, it's the like thing that I don't understand. But I would like to see the capital finished before the eventual trip into the unknown, and you've yet to learn about that. I mean, yeah. I mean, again, like, I think at least the palace will be complete before any of that kind of happens. I don't know about the full city. I mean, sections maybe. But, like, you gotta realize elements of this city are building just become so much easier once, like non-canonically, once you have shulkers, and once you have what's the word I'm looking for? Once you have shulkers and once you have an elytra. Like, it just becomes so much easier to build. Genuinely. Like it's night and day with how much, like, not having to go back to that chest every time. I mean landscaping more so than the actual buildings. Yeah, but see, I do those in hand. I feel like I can't do landscaping without the building. You know what I mean? And endstone bricks and stuff like that. Yeah, well, see, we have there might be ideas for that. There might be ideas for that. But anyway, regardless, chatters, we've come to that ending. We've come to the end times, you know, and yeah. You're that kind of guy? What does that mean? What does that mean? Chatters, you've been wonderful. I thank you so much to those. I know they're not still here necessarily, but thank you so much to anybody who rated. I really do appreciate that. It always means the world. I do hope anybody who's followed has been having a good time, and I will see you all come Friday. All right, chat. Bye, chat. Bye. Have a great week. Bye, chat. Bye. Bye, chat. Bye.